Here we are. I just finished a live video that it is still posting to Facebook. There we go. Tag. Okay. Hopefully that guy sees it.
Hey, I love that guy.
Yeah, everybody loves that guy. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
It's that guy.
But you love him anyways.
He's the guy.
You know him. You love him. His name is actually Perth Alucard. Special thank you to Perth, who just finished the color on our artwork for our characters. Sorry, Dan.
Sadly.
One of those characters is dead. I
To see it at least.
offered an opportunity for resurrection, but we have decided that character's arc is currently done. Maybe one day they'll come back. In the meantime, this is Chronicles of the Coast, our weekly Dungeons and Dragons live stream. Thank you so much for joining in. Those of you who are out there watching, waiting, listening. We have a really good show. Really good show.
Thanks,
All set for you tonight. Got that all set. Snacks are about. Food is on the way. Players are eager and waiting. Let's not dally. Let's go ahead and hop over to them. We'll do our announcements real quick.
Hey.
So top of it.
Howdy.
The real big announcement that we got going on right now, Chronicles of the Coast, is going to be at GameStorm. And that is big news for us. We will be doing a live game in front of an audience. That is bragging rights. Not many D&D players get to do that.
It's true. Nice. It's true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've started the rough draft of the crazy adventure I'm going to make you go through. I'm leaving out a lot of blanks because this particular adventure is going to be ad-lib. We're going to have the players give suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Speaking of suggestions from players, we have 4 ideas, I believe, since we passed our stretch goals.
You don't have to fight him.
Since we passed our stretch goals for our Heart Association and raised $150, the players get to choose an encounter that will come up in the future. That will probably take place sometime after the promised NPC for Stevicus Prime that is on the way. And those suggestions: White Dragon, Waves Fight, Naga, and Gladiator. Like Gladiator the movie? Because, I am Maximus Aurelius Decimus.
Yes. That.
Yeah, that. And
Father to a slain son, husband to a slain wife.
Are you not entertained?
Slave.
he's going to show up writing on the back of David Bowie as the Goblin King.
Yes.
Now we're getting
And then he's
somewhere.
gonna sing about how he sent you to prison for
Bowie.
stealing bread.
That's what I've got for announcements. Let's go ahead around the table.
Curl a piggyback ride.
Nothing new tech-wise. I had to temporarily disable Taz's character because I don't know what the new one is, but he'll get the new one on D&D Beyond, and you guys can check it out as soon as I get it. The charity's over and it was successful. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Good run.
Thank you.
We'll probably do another one after the game storm in a few months. Don't want to keep it rolling and suck all your money away, but thanks for all your support.
Yes,
It was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. It was
That's
fun.
it. That's it for me.
Yeah, I'll have not Taz, but the new character up and running by next week, and I've got to do some fancy footwork inside of D&D Beyond to crank out a swashbuckler homebrew. So
Totally
Nice.
unique and original.
totally reskinned and original. So anyways, that'll be, I guess, available, I guess, if you wanted to do a swashbuckler. Can't people, you can basically
Okay, so
publish
here's
them.
the
Stop calling it swashbuckler.
Hold on. If you even copy and paste one ability, it's too close to the original. They won't let you publish it.
So a full rewording.
If you do a full rewording, then you can publish it and people can search for it and add it to their games.
Okay.
If you just copy paste, you can't publish it, but you can use it as homebrew.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that's
All right, so
D&D
maybe-
Beyond. They're pretty smart over there.
Maybe I'll go to that extra length and do it, but that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
Merch?
Rick, playing Nakma, Storm Herald of the Sea. So he gets a little sparky. We'll just say that.
It's fair enough.
A little sparky here.
He's got a shocking personality sometimes.
It's a real blast.
Yeah, isn't it? So, what's a bolt? Bolt.
No bolts of
Better than a
inspiration.
fall.
over here.
So, yeah. Nothing really new. Same old, same old. Working on some merchandise for Game Storm and maybe some other things.
Need a
Maybe
mug?
cool little mug.
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, it says
Oh, I
Yeti on
can't
the
tell
back.
I don't know
too,
which
so-
one are you.
can't tilt it.
It's the second Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, just something we did at home.
Yeah. If you want your own Chronicles of the Coast Yeti mug, you might have to buy that
We
because I
may.
don't think we can make those
Yeah,
yet.
you're gonna have to fabricate it yourself.
Yeah.
Not the cup.
But
Maybe we can work something out,
goals.
though.
Yeah.
Goals.
Maybe we can work something out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello. I am John Wallace, and I play Mooney Rumbleforge.
Alright.
I just ordered that mini this last Friday, and it's made of metal. It's gonna be awesome.
Exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna throw that thing against the wall, see how strong it is.
Probably not a
Let's
good idea.
not.
Mhm.
Especially since the walls are concrete.
Does that mean Mooney's doomed because you ordered the mini?
Oh, don't say
I
that.
know.
Did you order your mini?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See?
I know.
You're doomed if you don't.
Yeah.
That's
Doomed if you do.
best part about Mooney's figurine, which I still haven't been able to work into the story yet. He's got a sweet, kick-ass beard.
Yeah.
You're a bearded
Right.
lizard.
He's a very
Part of his
interesting.
mask.
He's a very interesting mini.
Yeah. I love how he's like, it'll help me fit in
Drake.
if I have a beard.
Drake.
Wearing some sort of skull mask with horns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a
wielding a spear,
Lizard person.
boomerang at a side. Oh man.
Thrashing a tail around
man.
left and right.
Yeah, this is how I picture Mooney. This is like top tier Mooney, like when he hits
Sure.
level
And
20.
you've got all the armor and equipment and loot. And,
Yeah,
You know.
pauldrons. You
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a scary sight.
I made him out of turtle shells, and I was just like, oh, Amber's
So
gonna
disrespectful.
Man. It's like a sign of
cousin.
respect.
No.
Mooney's like, Ember's like, no, that is not what you do. Okay, why did I?
Hey, I can
Wait till he
actually.
finds out that turtles is a part of our Minotaur village diet.
Just turtle soup.
It's
I don't
not
know.
the turtle though. It's just a turtle.
Would it have been messed up to have written like assassin minotaurs?
Assassin Minotaur.
I wanted to write that like so bad, like
Assassin Minotaur?
assassin minotaurs, like on the hunt for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
as like the enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Or as our encounter, I mean. Minotaur assassins.
Yeah, that would have been. a
You
good
should
one.
have written that.
Yeah, I should have.
Put that down. The world's not over. You can write that, right?
Can you write
Why
that
is it
still?
gotta be Minotaur?
Yeah, we'll do that
I
after.
want Minotaur assassins, please. Yeah.
They're a friendly seafaring race, okay?
Yeah.
Not from
Who are they coming after?
Yeah, totally.
No,
Yes.
we're all happy.
Yeah. They found out what happened in Dragonsport.
They would be pissed at me.
We're on to you.
They'd be pissed at the frickin' Keebler elves.
Yeah, we're after you.
Yeah, we're on to you, buddy. We all want to know what.
did,
We all want to know what happened on that
You're
ship.
on the. You're on the.
Hey, we don't know that because he passed his
You're
charisma
on the
check so
shadow
well
gale.
that we'll never know. This is lost. Yeah.
So, last game that we played, Brave Adventurers, the three of you, with still in shock, not even having time really to mourn the passing of your recent friend, have made it to Fjolta. After a brief discussion with the guard, you are allowed entry. You have been told that the Jarl of this particular town goes by the name of... Oh, and I lost it. Ingrid Giantsbane. There it is. Ingrid Giantsbane being the cousin of Jarl Bjornulf
Right.
of Dragonsport. Cousin by law. And that's really all you know, other than the fact that the town is ill. Seemingly plagued. Oh yeah, this town is so ill.
Sick with it.
Yeah.
Did we ever get the family's name that had the issues and then?
No, they just had their first names. Gertrude.
No. The family that got sick and then they got
They moved
quarantined
in.
and the whole town got sick.
He probably said it, but I
No.
don't remember it.
No, we didn't.
I don't believe I gave you that
You
name.
didn't.
No. I don't know if we asked.
No.
No.
So once we came in, we're like
Okay.
stuck, right? Because this place is
We
quarantined
erased
now.
all that.
I think you did. They were going to take us to the...
The R,
Yarl,
but
right.
yeah, but like once you, this is like a roach motel at this point.
Ah.
You can enter, but you never leave.
Hotel California. It's a good place.
We'll have to find out.
Why
All
not?
right, so where are we
I'm
at?
saying this as we walk down the street.
Oh, I thought you were like still hidden. Did you were like sneaking up behind us or something? Did you go
I
through the
wanted-
gates and follow?
Oh yeah, I wanted to walk away, but I didn't. I stayed with you guys because I didn't want to mess up. Anyway, that's all behind me. I'm with
So
you
you're with
guys.
us?
Yes.
Well, it is probably in everyone's best interest to make sure that all the infected stay here.
Yeah. So we're gonna be here a while.
Or we can solve it quickly.
We could.
The guards take you down alleys and streets. The city here looks very similar to the architecture of Dragonsport, but small minor differences. Seemingly the main ones being that the buildings themselves have a little bit more of a red flare to the painting of the roof and the shingles, the rune stones bearing more colors of red and blue, and the fact that this town, despite the fact that it is overcast, but it is seemingly, it looks like a ghost town, quote unquote. There's very little traffic anywhere. Windows are closed, boarded up. You pass by what looks to be a market. The stalls are empty. Nothing is out for sale. And
God, this is like too close to like now time.
I was thinking about that earlier, actually.
Jeez.
I open up my alchemist kit and I've got some cloth face masks that I use to protect myself from like acid sprays and things like that.
okay.
And I pass them out to my friends.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Here, put this
That's
over your
all.
face.
Love the allegory.
With
So it's just like
Smells like
I don't know how you do it.
yeah, just like the,
being a lizard folk and a turtle, the two of you, it's a bit more interesting.
whole half
With,
side.
With
You
some
hand me, like,
How would you
more.
do that?
It's like it's just this.
He just needs an eye patch.
No, it stretches. Guys. It's like it's like a giant condom.
It's like a diaper on the end of your
It's like
arm.
a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
rectangle cloth.
Why can't I just get the cool plague mask? I know you guys have them.
have what?
I don't have one.
The cool plague mask. He's a cleric. I'm asking him, not you.
We may not want to make light of this situation. It's not cool to have a plague mask.
There's a plague going on here, right?
Yeah, they're not cool. That's my point.
Oh,
It's
I'm
scary.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I heard
They're
it.
dying.
I heard it was
Does
possibly
it
a
keep you
curse.
from getting sick?
It would have for you.
It wouldn't.
No, would have.
Would have.
Yeah, you look like you're already dying.
Oh. You think I'm bad? Just wait till you see the Jarl.
Oh no.
Great.
And so they take you across the streets and up to what, again, recognizable as the Jarl's Longhouse. It looks similar to what the one was that you had seen in Dragonsport, but this particular one is just a little bit smaller and does not have the groves of trees on the sides of it. Instead, this one sits a little bit more up high, proudly on a hilltop, surrounded by what is called a motte and bailey. Wooden palisades along the bottom of a hill, up a hill, and up at the top, the Jarl's house is surrounded by massive, large cairnstones, written runes on them, each one seeming to even glow and scintillate a little bit in the late evening air. As the sun begins to rise on one side and the Marth's two moons rise up on the other horizon, you approach the doors to the Jarl's Longhouse. It is dark. The guard approaches the door, grabs the ring on the handle, pushes open, and steps into a cold chamber. Bits of candlelight flash here and there. There are embers in a central hearth, a massive fire pit spanning 15 feet of the main hall, but they are low. Only a couple of fires, it seems, have been lit early in this morning and have been allowed to burn down to almost nothing but ash.
Is it empty? Just the room?
You see, for the most part, that there are tables and chairs as if waiting for some sort of celebration that seems to not be coming. There is no food or anything out on these tables, but at the very end of the hall, towards the end, is a sort of raised dais where an ornate throne of wood, a very beautiful carved wooden chair, sits, and three red streamed banners come down from hanging hooks of different animals, creatures like troll skulls mounted on the wall, a giant's skull mounted on the wall directly behind the throne, and from these skulls mounted on different places stream these red banners down of some sort of fine silk from a far off land and tie to the higher apex perches on the backside of this chair, and creating almost a weird visage of some sort of silken dragon wing almost. That's as cool. They drape and hang down. Sitting on the chair, reclining, wrapped and bundled, is a figure with a hood down low. You can see from here that there are bandages across the person's face. Possibly a woman, as most of the men in this region have full beards. This one is hairless.
Oh my god, it makes their hair fall out. Wait, is there hair on their head?
Hood.
Oh no.
My Jarl, visitors have come and have dared to breach the gate. They come asking about the plague and if there is anything that possibly could be done. I think, what is it actually, adventurers?
We're called the Heroes of Dragonsport. Excuse me. I must be already catching the cold.
I stepped 2 feet away from Mooney.
Come closer then, heroes. My name is Ingrid Giantsbane. God, Seed Mother, get that raven out of here, I told you. Sorry, my Jarl. I'll take care of it right now. An elderly woman with a bird on a perch steps up and tries to wrangle the bird, which flaps its wings, and she begins trying to take it off into another direction. I apologize. I sought the Seed Mother's help, but my seer has not been able to do it. You still hear the raven.
It's laughing at her.
You hear the raven like off in the room protesting the fact that it was removed away from the warm area.
Still here. Like a true raven.
Oh man. Anyway,
Persistent.
ravens aside.
Ravens aside.
How about you guys handle this? I'll stay in the back and stay quiet.
Yes, greetings, Ingrid. Great Jarl. We are here to help. But we've just arrived. What can you tell us of this situation?
I apologize for my state. I have not been feeling well as of late. First off, we call the disease the Desolate Pox. It has stricken the city, and none have recovered, though many continue to fight, myself included. It had struck quickly. One such thing is the disease seems to come in stages, but... And she removes the cowl from her head and up and over, and you see that she actually has this bandage across her entire head, and it's draped over her eyes, and where the indents for her eyes are, you see that the bandage itself has actually stained red from blood, and it has... From what you can tell, it looks like it's changed quite regularly, so currently at the moment she seems to be suffering from some sort of an eye disease, as well as her skin is red and rashed, covered in a unusual blistering pox-marked sort of flesh-eating disease, it looks like. It all happened 2 quarter ago when a man and his family had mysteriously become ill. The disease was sudden and severe. The man's name is Bron Stolkir, a father of 2, a 6-year-old boy named Fisk, and a 2-year-old girl named Svanhild. His wife's name was Tove. When they became ill, I had sent healers to try to aid them, although magical healing has had no effect. Whatever it is, we were only able to alleviate the symptoms. When another had become ill, and we had seen on how contagious it was, I ordered the man and his family to be locked and quarantined in his home. And they have not come out. The other who was sick died the next day in their own home. I had hoped that I had stopped it there, but 2 days later, everyone had begun showing symptoms. And as when, in order to protect the villages beyond the walls of our city, I had ordered the city walls closed. None are to leave. Unfortunately, you find yourselves as the new members of our asylum. Though you are not the first traveler, only one other had come through the gates during that time. Some creature, beast like a man such as yourself, feathered, also seeking to try to aid, but he was not able to get into the home. Insisted that he have help, but I said it was suicide to do it alone, and so I had not given him the key.
Where's this man now?
The man currently has a room, I believe, in a nearby inn called Rune and Board. If you go to Rune and Board and ask for the feathered creature, no doubt you will find him.
I have a few more questions. You said that it comes in stages. Can you explain the stages?
The first stage itself feels like a typical sickness, dryness of throat, coughing. You feel weak, your body aches, but then it starts to take your mind a bit. After the second stage, thoughts are harder to come by. It is harder to gather your mind and focus, drifting in and out of a sleepy delirium. And then the third stage is as you see me now. Blindness. I fear it is not permanent. Oh, my cousin Bjornolf, he will have the last laugh if he gets those dragons before I get my giants. Damn him. Damn him to the 9 hells. He's a good man, though.
Indeed, we just came from there.
As you said, that you are the heroes of Dragonsport.
Yeah, we were able to help them avoid a small apocalypse, yes.
Oh, well, I've not heard of any such news. I'm sure Jarl Bjornolf has his reasons for keeping it quiet, but...
Well, what else can you tell us? Has anyone recovered from this pox?
No, there have been no recoveries as of yet.
And as of...
Symptoms begin to show up about a day after exposure, sometimes immediately under severe cases.
Has anyone been able to leave the walls of your knowledge?
My guards have sworn to protect the city and the people beyond our walls, and so they have made sure no one is to leave.
Okay.
My captain, Arnsgrim, he takes daily count twice, morning and night, of his men, and who still mans the walls, and none have deserted. They are good men and women.
All right. What of this family, Bjorn? Where was he traveling? Where did he come back from? Why?
Braun is new to the city, but only by roughly a year, I believe. 13 moons it's been since Braun had moved in and had taken a wife. The children, not his stepchildren. By all accounts, I believe he was a good man. There's been no signs of life from that home, though, where we have forced them to stay since the quarantine.
And again, he didn't go anywhere. Not forced to do anything strange, like go to an area in the woods or go visit or deliver a message somewhere.
Perhaps not too strange. He had an unusual habit of buying rare and exotic goods that come by road. Powerful silks, essences and spices, as well as, from time to time, crushed gems. The sort that you might expect of a spellcaster, though Braun himself never seemed to be the sort. Took a quiet lifestyle. Preferred to hunt in the wood, he did.
What of his wife, Tova?
Tova, a good lass. Her first husband died.
Questionable circumstance?
It is difficult to say. We just believe that his heart had grown weak. He collapsed one day in the street. Was 2 years ago.
Is it possible that... So right along the time that Svent was born?
It was about the same time.
Did she ever show up with bruises or anything along that?
No.
2 years ago?
No. Tova was a happy girl.
Could she be the caster?
It's a possibility.
Plenty to go on.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, Nakma?
No.
I'm not sure I introduced myself.
Indeed, I had not gotten your names, only that you were the heroes.
How rude of me. My name is Amber.
And how rude of me to not be a good host, Ember. Please, my servant, bring forth rationing for the travelers.
Yes, my lord.
bread.
I brought the garlic breads
Flavored
and
bread.
the sliced pizzas.
It is grown of the finest garlic. I had gardened it myself. A bit of a hobby of mine, planting panacea type herb.
A really good herb,
Great
sir.
idea.
Only the best herb.
Well,
My garlic is the most dank in the land, as they say.
it's quite sick. Is the saying I heard. I don't know.
I shall miss my garden when I pass.
The badger sack.
We may not be gone yet. We'll do our best. My large friend over here, his name
What do
is
the stones say
Nakma.
out front?
the runes. That's a
The
good
runes.
question.
The runes? What is that?
What do they mean?
The
The
cairns.
Cairn stones.
Cairn stones, thank you.
Aye, those are the cairns of the ancient kings. Jarls past, who have died, etched their name upon such stones. Here in Fjolta, we hunt the giant, not so much the dragon. Most of Fjolta raids and fights with the elves. Well, we prefer a quarry with stones. Great kings and jarls past who have slain giants may write their names, and our spirit passes to the stone instead of any afterlife, where we can then be beseeched for guidance and wisdom.
Okay.
It's pretty unique. I've never heard of any culture anywhere doing it before.
Right.
Good. Okay.
It's something we pride ourselves on here.
Yes, okay. Very, very unique indeed. Well, I'd like to go first find our feathered friend and proceed upon
Yes,
getting
let's
some
find
more
this feathered.
information.
Maybe he has clues.
Maybe he does have clues. I was able to ask if anyone recovered, and they said no. and whether or not anyone had escaped. And the gods take a pretty good count of the civilians. No one's gone missing.
And they explain to everybody who shows up, don't come in.
I mean, it's pretty horrible weather out there. I don't know if there's too many people that want to come in.
Yeah, it's so cold you could catch your death.
Indeed. That storm was horrible. It slew one of our friends.
What do you guys do when you're in the city?
Clerics, grave clerics, enchant the thresholds of our homes. Thresholds of most homes throughout the land are enchanted to try to protect the people who live there. It has many names. We call it rune binding, though in other lands, I believe they call it something along the lines of the law of fey courtesy or something like that.
Do you know of a man named Ragnvog on the road?
It is a common name.
He lives in a small shack. He wouldn't be here without him.
If you can give directions to him, I'll maybe one day, if we ever leave, shall give him our thanks.
How about 10 gold?
A small fortune for a peasant.
That's only if we can figure out what's wrong. Otherwise we'll die.
Creatures I cannot see. But what are you?
I'll start. I am Mooney Rumbleforge, and I am a lizard folk.
Lizard folk, then. I've heard tales of your kind.
Yep. Well, my tale is...
And you, Ember, do not sound like a man from these lands.
I come from the Great Cave, down at the south end of the world. We are Tortle.
A strange creature, then. I've not heard of any such sort.
There are a few of us.
Is there another with you?
Yes.
I am Nakma,
Nakma?
also from the bottom of the world, from Minthios.
I have
of
heard of
Minotaur.
Minthios. The Minotaur, then. Nakma, how much do you weigh?
A lot.
I shall have my men discover your weight at the end of this. If you are successful, I offer each of you your own weight in silver coin.
Yeah.
Should you save this city. And
Better start eating then, Nakma.
in order
I'll
to
trade my share in to get this stupid tag out of my ear.
a tag in your
Yes.
ear.
Yes, we
And
were
Keebler Elves.
assailed
Yes.
in the forests between here and Dragonsport by some
Absolutely assailed.
You were not the
vile
first.
elves.
You were not the first. I have heard of them. They call themselves conservationists,
Yeah.
Yes, they were quite rude.
bandits and thugs, knife-eared elves. They are a strange lot, an unusual race with no longer a place in a modern world.
Ironic. Yeah, well, that sounds like a fair. I mean, I wasn't even going to ask for payment, but that
I
sounds.
wasn't either, but
Nakma, eat up.
In Dragonsport, payment is given, a gift for a gift, as they say. To do such a fine service for the Jarl of this land,
Yes.
I am obligated by honor to offer you something. And in order to aid you further, I have an assortment of finely crafted weapons. Blades of silver. I suspect that something terrible lurks in the dark of that home. Choose 4. Guess on what maybe a feathered man would want. Get him a short sword or something, I don't know.
Feathered man.
Rapier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
I must rest now. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I'm finding myself weak and weary.
Do you mind if I do a quick observation of your symptoms?
You may.
I walk up and start chanting. I'm just chanting my spare the dying, just to try and stabilize.
Okay.
As I run my holy symbol up and down, doing an inspection of what's going on. Ilion morte, Ilion morte. As soon as the chanting starts resonating inside the symbol starts lighting up, and the eye in the center of the starfish opens up, and it just shines some light on the body as I scan it over.
Oh, a spellcaster. A cleric, then are you?
I follow my lady Acapalasia.
Perhaps the gods still smile upon Fjolta then.
I have a saying. I am where I am, and that's where I'm supposed to be. My lady guides me.
May she go with you now.
Forever and always.
And so, the captain of the guard, he does lead you to kind of a side room. There is a small armory there. Each one of you is allowed to find a weapon of your choice, martial or simple, and it has a silvered blade.
Cool. So dagger, rapier, spear, greatsword, axe. What are you taking?
I'm gonna
The silvered.
Warhammer again.
The silvered.
Hammer?
Sticking with my warm battle axe.
Hey, I mean, if you're gonna get something silver, it might as well be a lot.
Battle axe.
Battle axe, one-handed.
Might as well be a
Well, you know,
lot.
the verse-
Big chunk of silver.
Versatile.
I'll take the maul.
I was thinking
giant dipped maul of silver.
Is that a great
hold on.
club there? Made of silver.
Right, all the way through.
Nakmal, what about that thing over there?
I point over to this large metal rolling object. It looks like a rolling god attached to a giant club with a handle at the bottom of it, like two pushers, you know. And I was like, "Wow, Nakmal, this is like almost large enough for you to wield, right?"
Let's try it.
Is this? Oh, it's silver too.
Simple weapon, he said.
Simple martial.
It's as simple as it gets, right? It's
Not a
just
farming tool job.
That's an improvised weapon.
They use that to flatten.
that's
They use that
also-
to flatten out the farmland.
Why is it made of silver then?
No, I'm just gonna stick with
I try to lift it
The
myself.
captain of the guard taps you on the shoulder. We use that to
Natural
roll.
1. It rolls backwards on me.
The captain of the guard pushes it a little bit to try to get it off of you. He's like, we use
Oh,
this
my
to
tail.
roll sheets of silver. That's why it's got silver residue on it.
Yes. I'm sticking with the battle axe silver.
Can I switch out the spearheads to my spear? Seems like it should be pretty easy to do, right?
What about some
If you
hammer?
take
You want
a short rest.
hold your shaft.
We don't have time to
Yeah,
rest. I'll wear both spears like this
There you go.
on my back.
Akimbo.
You
Yeah.
do that.
Take some spirit.
Javelins.
I am never going to be able to walk through a door again.
Javelins.
Captain, do you have any arrowheads?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
silver.
We have some arrowheads that you could have. I'm afraid that those are not silvered. I was told to allow you one weapon.
Indeed. We could pay for any silvered arrowheads. It may be good to have a quiver of them
Oh, wait.
handy.
Can I use this silver boomerang over here?
Oh, yeah, that silver boomerang that just happened to be right there.
Oh, wow. I didn't see it beforehand. I almost kind of just want to take this silvered boomerang. Oh, wait. What are these? Oh, brass knuckles? Oh, man.
Silver knuckles?
Silvered knuckles. I think I'll have to take these instead. I think these are actually my weapon of choice here.
Pushes it all the time.
John, never trying to break the system.
It's really just a bunch of silver rings.
Why not?
That is just her lady's jewelry, but if that is what
Oh,
you
can I
wish.
use both then? Oh, I'll take the jewelry and...
No.
Wait, does that mean I can only take one ring?
Like, damn it, no.
I checked to see if it's magical.
Were you kicked out of your own home for
Yeah.
being obnoxious?
Yeah.
Actually,
You only knew.
exactly.
all right. I'm sorry. I'll take the spear.
I wish that
I shake off all the silver and we're.
I wish that the plague had taken my hearing.
He means well. He really does.
I just lost somebody really important to me.
Yeah, we all did.
I will never understand lizards.
This is how I grieve.
No.
Is he not the first one you've met?
I have met one or two in my time, but very few. And I was a young boy.
Were any of them brown?
Brown lizard folk. I one. Is that significant?
Oh, well, my mom was a brown lizard and my dad was a green lizard.
Is this? Do you believe that this is why you were addled in the mind? Do you not mix colors among your kind?
No, that's how I got so
Never can't
handsome.
contain it.
Yeah.
Starts laughing.
That's how I got so handsome. And I smile, my big teeth smile that is like constant because I can't stop the teeth from going out of my mouth.
I understand now. It's a bit like mixing a horse with an ass, and you get a mule.
What's this? Oh, it's a silver jaw of an ass.
That's funny.
Can I use this as a weapon too?
Choose your weapon and go. And it's time for you to leave.
We may need some assistance getting.
I'm dying of the plague. I don't have all day.
We may need some assistance getting to the inn where our feathered, possibly friend might be.
2 silver ice skates.
Where is this ruining board?
As you travel out and go down the stairs leading down from the top of the Malton Bailey, the Jarl's Hall, travel down until you reach Ragnar Avenue. You will recognize it by the runestone of a man on a horse with 6 legs thrusting a spear through the moon.
Whoa.
It is just a sign that lets you know what avenue you are on. We use them as markers.
No, that's not what I was saying. Whoa about.
Oh. Okay.
6-legged horse. That's quite the sight.
Yeah, it's fantasy. Stories that we tell to children.
Much like a turtle person in a.
No.
Jar.
No. No, 6-legged horse is
No,
something
I'm an invasive
impossible.
species, remember?
Sure. Whatever.
We're not one of these lands.
And I shall see to it that you get a quiver of arrows.
Oh. With silver tips?
No.
No. Do you have them? Because we'll pay.
I shall speak to the lady about getting arrows that are silvered.
Okay. No rush. I mean, it's not like anyone's dying or anything.
No, it's not like that. Except maybe me. I have managed to fight off most of it for a while.
We'll be fine.
You seem to be holding up quite well, Jarl.
I am not the Jarl.
Where am I?
On stage 3, I guess.
Pardon me.
Stage 3. Stage 3.
Oh no. Stage 3 already. He'll be
Maybe
dead
3.
before sundown. Perhaps this is one of those diseases that affects bovine type species.
Oh my god, is this mad cow?
bovine disease.
This is mad minotaur
minotaur.
disease? I've heard about that. It's
My head is
contagious.
so hot.
After you turn right onto Ragnar Avenue, you'll find it at the end. You must turn left then on Prescott, and then the inn is there.
I really need to write this down.
The rune inn board. It is not difficult. It's just right on the Ragnar, left on Prescott.
I got it.
Prescott. All the bad places are in Prescott.
Okay, then that's where we'll be if you need us for now. Thank you.
Very well. And so
Let's go, my friends.
That's good. Let's get silver.
I cannot remember how much it is to silver some weapons, so we'll look that up later and just make you deduct it later.
It's like the silver and weight. The exact.
It's not a lot. It's like 10 gold, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so you manage to you leave. You leave the Jarl's home down the hill in stone steps. You take a turn on Ragnar, another turn on Prescott, and then you find an inn. It is a 3-story inn. built much more sturdy than the one that you had seen in Dragonsport. This particular one is framed in by massive, rough, raw timber of tree and sits there. Most of the windows are dark and cold. There are a few simple lights from lanterns coming from the main room, and you step up to the rune and board. Opening the door and you move in, you see that it is a bit smoky and hazy. There is a barkeep who does appear to be suffering from the illness as well, although he only has a bandage over one of his eyes. Several other men are kind of nearby, and their people here are just heavy in their cups. They are drinking hard and everything. You see that the barkeep looks like he's basically run out of stock. He's like, oh, a few more? What will you have then? 'Tis the end of the world, they say.
I'm fine. We're here on behalf of Ingrid, the Jarl, and we were told there was a stranger that came into town that might be staying here.
Hey, only one in these parts stranger than the three of you.
Right.
Oh, here we
Seems
go.
to be a theme.
It's not every day. I mean, what? A cow, a lizard, and a turtle walk into a bar?
It does sound like a joke, yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll go sit over there.
All right, you may do that.
I guess I'll see you later.
Right. That's fine.
I'll be off.
Strange one.
Yes.
I go sit at the table.
So
A little. We are grieving, as I'm sure everyone here is.
while you guys are talking to the
Rolls
bar,
an insight.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he does not pick up on the jokes.
Good.
so you guys are talking to the barkeep, and like there's a table with like 5 or 6 people in the corner, and you just hear this loud voice. So there I was, Felix Faustus, beak against the stone. 3 gargoyles, no, was it 4? 5 possibly in front of me, I can't remember. I charged at them, swinging my sword left, right, this way, that way, pushing one off the ledge, another. You hear somebody, don't gargoyles have wings? I shoved them off the ledge, 3 of them. 2 more came in. My allies flew in to help me out, and next thing, they fell as well, and all seemed lost until I found my courage, boys. And I swung away at the last 2 gargoyles, killing them all.
Yeah!
And that's how I earned the name, Stone Slayer.
The Stone Slayer!
To the Stone Slayer!
More drinks then, is it for you?
Free?
No, hasn't been free at all. Say what you want about this plague. I know I'm making a killing.
All that, and you didn't understand their jokes?
What?
I'm sorry. Welcome, gentlemen. What can I
joke?
do for you?
What joke? What are you?
Hey,
He goes back to washing a cup.
This is the guy.
It's the only bird person around here.
I like get up and
It's got feathers, right?
What type of bird is that?
saunter over. Oh
You
yeah.
know, can I tell?
It's like a duck.
Shh.
Not a duck. It's got a pointy beak,
Describe yourself.
Oh, that's right.
You guys see,
That's right.
like me.
I see
I
very many duck.
get up and I start walking over, and I'm wearing like some black centurion style armor with like the pleated skirt, like trimmed in gold basically, and
yeah.
on the shoulders are like the image of like little gargoyles with like a long flowing cape over the back, black fine material cape.
He's wearing elven armor.
Do you have a
Yeah.
what?
Assassin's
Right?
Creed.
And I've got like a belt.
Yeah.
He's wearing elven armor. Mm-hmm. It's basically the style that the elves are wearing in this part of the world.
these
Are you
parts.
serious?
Yeah, he's wearing elven armor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that. I've never seen elves on this part. Besides,
seen the
the
keywords?
woods.
those don't count. Those are wood elves.
Those guys were wearing cockies
They were wearing
and
something else.
had a hat with one side up.
Yeah.
They were total.
Yeah, they look like Steve
Hippies.
Irwin.
Lore dump. Yeah, and
They
like
sucked.
sitting next to him on the table
That was
where
a
he was just
goddamn-
drinking at is like a helm that's like in the shape of a gargoyle's head. Looks like it fits over his beaked face, which is clearly that of a bald eagle, like white plumage from the neck up. And he's got like huge winged feathers. Like some of the feathers are like the size of your forearm. Like some of the bigger ones that are like towards the top, they're like huge.
So his armor is like completely beautiful.
Yeah, he looks immaculate. There's like not a single speck of dirt on this dude.
I'm wearing like a dog's helmet.
Yeah, he comes like sauntering over.
So what colors are your feathers?
So tell me, sir, how many gargoyles did you slay that day?
No less than 7, perhaps 8. In the fog of war, it can be difficult to tell.
Indeed. Insight check.
So roll your die. You're doing an insight check.
Oh, you beat me. Wow, that's very impressive.
I know. Thank you. That's what my clan thought too. Sad that they all died that day.
Your whole clan?
Every last one of them, my friend. But we all must mourn and move on, right?
I'm still mourning.
Yes, we actually lost a close friend of ours on the way here.
That is terrible.
Indeed.
I am terribly sorry to hear that.
But I hear you're here for the same reason as us, to help these poor people.
Absolutely.
You in it for the gold or what?
Well, you see, the truth is, I happen to have only stumbled upon this town on my way to a larger goal. And now that I am here, well, it seems I am unable to leave until this mystery illness is solved.
So you're motivated then?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yes.
I'm Ember.
Ember.
Good to meet you.
Felix. Faustus.
Fantastic.
Felix, I'm Mooney.
Mooney. Nice to meet you.
We're like the same height, right?
Yeah.
So.
And Nakma.
Nakma. Howdy. It's good to meet you. I've never met one of your horned race before.
Nor I your feathered race.
I sense we will be great friends.
Let's hope so. Let's drink.
First
Perhaps
time.
to your
My
fallen
first time.
comrade?
This would be my first drink.
To Taz.
To Taz. Your first drink?
My first.
Well,
I'm
bottoms
only
up
16.
then. Sorry it has to be this swill.
After what I've been through,
Well, they drank all the rest. That's all I got left.
that was good.
Ember.
Put hair on your chest. Well,
Oh, more.
yeah.
It's a lot.
You can use some on his back.
I was just
Mooney.
going to say that.
We didn't have a chance to talk about this, but Taz disappeared with everything that was on him. He's got the orb, right? That means we can't turn back the future.
That was your plan.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was a fantasy.
We've got Lando's head still. Maybe he can tell us how to make a new one.
Precisely.
Maybe.
The head of your enemy is a fantastic trophy.
He was a close friend.
I did this to keep his spirit trapped inside of it.
I will soon learn the rights
It was
to be able to
gross.
speak with him.
I see.
He had vast knowledge.
He's not ready yet.
But anyways, we digress. I hear you were interested in going to see the first contact, patient zero, as we say.
And it is.
As a Sky Warden, it is my duty to investigate matters of trouble. So, I will accompany you all.
That's a very fancy title.
Thank you. I have earned it in battle.
Outstanding. Let's go.
Call me
What exactly were you waiting for?
I was waiting for reinforcements. Every good soldier knows when he's outnumbered.
Yes, this Tova and Bjorn and their 2 children, they sound like a formidable match.
You didn't have this much trouble when you were fighting the gargoyle. Does that mean these are stronger than gargoyles?
Well, you see, at the time, we were bolstered by many allies.
How many?
Many. A great many.
So wait, then we need a great many to fight this thing then, right?
If his logic is true.
Oh my god.
Yes.
To be truthful, I do not know much of this threat, but I thought it best to not risk any more harm to this town.
Ingrid gave you a gift for helping. A silvered rapier.
Very nice.
This may help.
Thank you.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna go with the club. That's a good thing, 'cause I don't think this guy could wield it.
Bird people are usually pretty lithe.
I put it in my sheath.
Outstanding. Let us be off.
Do you have hollow bones? Well, like, you ever broken a chicken bone in half and it's like there's nothing in it?
Can I ask you a personal question?
As if that wasn't.
True. How much do you weigh?
No, she offered you your weight in gold too.
You don't know.
Silver, I mean. Silver.
Oh, you're getting gold?
No. That was only probably because there was just one of me.
That's okay, we're getting
And
platinum.
perhaps my reputation has preceded me.
So what was the answer?
What?
How much do you weigh?
Oh, I weigh 7 stone.
Okay.
5 stone. I think that's more right.
Is this pertinent?
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
You don't use the Amarthian standard of
Yes.
labs?
It's labs. Like
Yeah, Labrador
Labradors.
Retriever.
The poodles are full grown. No, I mean not poodles. But the puppies are full grown. Labradors. Anyways.
Labrador weight.
Yes, it's Labrador weight. I like that.
Suck it, metric!
I'm assuming you've scoped out this house. Do you know what it is?
I believe that I could take you there, yes.
Precisely. Let's go.
Very well. I lead them to this
Thank you,
house.
barkeep. We will settle up some other time.
Wait, what?
I'll see you later!
Oh God.
I do a big C.
Hey, no tab. No tab. You have to pay for that now.
You pay now.
You pay now.
Right. I didn't have anything, so thanks.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm drinking water.
I brought my own. This place is sickening.
Get out of here. No animals allowed.
Thanks for the drink, my friends.
Yeah!
Maybe you're the animal.
Like 3 people who are like look like they're dying. They're just like.
They weren't drinking it anyways.
We love you, Felix.
And you
are so
step
weak.
back out into the wilds. Not the wilds, the dying atmosphere of Fjolta.
The graveyard.
Yeah, the graveyard.
The little dragon's port.
The littlest dragon's port in the world.
Oh.
So you step back out into Fjolta and you guide them through the streets. You pass by runestones, shuttered buildings, empty market stalls, and just bleak and gray, desolate atmosphere. Until you eventually come to a house. It sits a little bit by itself, surrounded by a couple of trees, a pile of firewood cut, left to ruin in the rain and the snow, sits in front near the porch, and all of the doors and windows are boarded heavily up and nailed shut. Up at the top there is a single man. He is in chainmail armor, draped in a cloak of the Jarl. Frigid and cold, he's standing there holding a spear, a shield over his back, a helm hangs down and covers most of his face. Brass oculars circle around his eyes, and a single nose piece comes down. A massive gray peppered beard hanging down out of it. He's like, you must be the ones that I'm here waiting for.
At ease, soldier.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Well, I'm here to let you in.
We'll take over from here.
Right, very well. He looks around, pulls out of his like a massive necklace of just keys. There's like 100 of them hanging by this thing, just so much iron. And he's like, here's
It's Keybeard, the Iron Dwarf.
one of these. What?
Keybeard.
Yeah, and here's,
Oh man, that's like a cool character idea.
here you go. Here you go. And he pulls it out and like snaps part.
Forge domain.
And pulls the key out and snaps it back to him. Say, all right, put all that back here. All right, okay, excellent.
Oh, you accidentally got the glow stick.
One key. Gods have mercy on you.
What's in there?
Probably dead bodies. You folk ever see a dead body?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Have you heard any
Oh, yeah.
noises coming from within the house?
Oh, it's been quiet as death since they boarded the place up.
Quiet. No banging, no shuffling around of any kind.
Only the first day. But that night it all ended.
How do they die from this pox? Is it quiet?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes, it's quiet.
did they get up and start walking around during the shadow storm?
I don't know. Everybody took shelter during that.
Then who heard them moving? And what day?
It was the first day.
The first day that you think they died?
No.
Of the infection.
We
They
we
usually
don't.
die within a day or two.
Right.
And it's been how many days since it started?
It's been nearly 2 quarter.
Quarter they've been locked up.
Roughly 14 days.
Okay.
A quarter being 7 days.
Yeah, I understand how.
Yeah, we knew that.
Right.
Totally.
Thank you.
Quarter turn of the moon.
I
of course.
wasn't sure if.
Hey, you know what? Racism
math.
aside, it's very good to meet you.
You're a racist?
You are.
Yeah. What?
What? He just said racism aside, it was good to meet me.
Mooney.
That is very rude.
Gosh.
You assumed I didn't know how a week worked. Is it because of I am a lizard folk? Do you just ask regular people that all the time?
No, it's your eyes were a bit shifty, and that's all I can see
Oh,
with
my
that weird
eyes were shifty.
with that weird mask on your head.
Oh, okay.
Be brave in
It's
the
my
face of
mask
those who
that makes me
persecute you.
look shifty, huh?
Is he always
Not my
Is he always
lizard
so
tail
dodgy?
or
A little.
or
yeah.
He's
lizard
sensitive today.
lizard race here.
Quite easy to offend.
He's a self-hating kind of racist, isn't he?
Oh, you gonna tell me?
I don't know if
You
that's
tell me
it,
I
no.
got alligator skin, huh? It's crocodile.
What's an alligator?
He's so sensitive.
They don't have them up this far north.
I unlocked the door.
There's no alligators. They're called dragons.
Well,
They're not the same.
see you later.
Bye. Thank you, Kibbeard.
He leaves. Keybeard leaves. Oh, great. His name is Keybeard now.
Beard.
I'm surprised Stevicus isn't falling in love with this. Justice for Keybeard!
You gotta kill him first.
What, for calling him a racist?
Keybeard the Iron Dwarf.
Keeper the Iron Dwarf. He's from the Forge.
He's just a short man. He's
a
not
cleric.
actually a dwarf.
You unlock the door
Just like the children.
with the key in the latch.
They like to be called
It-
dwarves.
Little people.
Yes.
With the key in the keyhole, the latch twists, and you open the door and step into a dark, cold room.
How did they lock this from the outside?
Do we have to chisel?
Nakwa goes
Do we have
first.
to chisel the door open because it's been freezing for a week, two and a half,
Just a quick
2
question.
weeks.
I gotta put my shoulder into it a little bit to open the door.
Yeah,
Is there
It
like
opens
a,
out, of
is there,
course.
Oh, it opens
Like
out?
all doors.
wait, so this, like all of a sudden we open the door and like the latch
Yeah.
that's on it just like kind of
No.
swings out
My
with
door,
it.
front door would open in. I
Open
think.
ins, doesn't it? That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
All doors usually
Yeah,
open, in.
How's the rest? Yes. Thank you.
You would- I
Except for saloon doors. Those go both ways.
They swivel. They swivel door.
Chilled dark is all that greets you as you enter this room. A potted plant long ago withered is nestled into one corner. A chest that doesn't fully close from its overstuffed interior rests against the left wall. You find yourself stepping into the main foyer of this room, and there is a single door opposite
Of course.
from where you enter.
Of course.
I have a piece of black paper right here. Yeah.
The fog.
wasn't.
The fog. The fog of war.
Piece of paper
We got
that
some
almost
fog of
wasn't.
war. Yeah, we can see it on the map. I'll zoom in. Nope.
Okay.
And let me get these for you all.
I think it's customary to wipe our feet in this part, and I start banging my shoes off.
Are you trying to wake the dead?
Does Ember stop me?
From knock? No, I was after you knocked your feet. Can't stop you from doing what you want to do.
I lift my foot up to almost bang it. Are you gonna wake the dag? Am I? I try to stealth. A 7.
You're going to stealthily stomp your feet?
Yeah, right. I got like the lightest kick.
Is that called tiptoeing?
Yeah.
Tap dance across the floor.
They all dead. Badger says, "Yeah, we did."
I remember my first battle. Steel yourself, my friend. Do not be nervous. Sometimes stomping your feet can be a sign of anxiety.
Hey, you know what?
I don't have anything.
I remember
close
my
to an
first battle,
Aarakocra,
too.
So here you are.
You should adamantium yourself.
I should what?
Adamantine yourself.
Is that an insult where you come from?
No.
Sounded kind of dirty.
It's stronger than steel, though.
Oh. So it's...
Right?
Adamantine yourself.
Oh.
Adam Ant.
Oh, you mean the metal that the dwarves mine, that they charge ridiculous prices for.
Yeah, the thing that like crits every inanimate
They don't like to be
objects.
called dwarfs, I've heard.
If you make armor out of it, it's like uncrappable.
My people do not wear armor that is so heavy such as that. It is difficult for us to fly.
Can they fly like that?
Maybe the strongest among us, but Sky Wardens are meant to be light, maneuverable, quick, fast, strong.
I warden.
Yes.
Wait. Do you fight
like the sound of
gargoyles
that.
because you're a wind elemental?
Gargoyles are the enemy of my people, all Aarakocra. Wicked creatures, made from stone, no soul inside.
Hey, wait. Have you ever been to...
So are you mad at them or are they mad at you?
The world is mad at them.
Okay.
Wait.
I just know how birds like to sit on statues, you know, and
Poop on?
yes, thank you.
I am not
No
a bird
offense, but
any
you know,
more than you
I've
are
been kind
a bull,
of persecuted
my friend.
here lately, so I'm kind of dishing it out a little bit.
Any more than he is a turtle.
Feels good.
Any more than he is a brown lizard?
Green?
Green, of course, green. Of course.
Definitely not colorblind.
My
this
apologies.
Feathered friend.
It's very dark in here.
So, like,
true.
you ever heard of Weathertop?
Weathertop.
It's a monastery.
Is that the doesn't matter place?
Ah, I trained there
That's
once.
Bladespire.
Okay.
You trained there once.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
What? Okay, if you train there, what's the name of the master?
The master is a man of mystery.
Insight check.
Mystery.
Why are you having this conversation in the foyer of a place that is like reeking of death and disease?
Trying to wake it up.
He did reveal his name to me and swore me to secrecy.
Yes.
That's your way.
No.
What'd you get? You want me to?
You're fucking lying.
Do you know this?
Yeah, I fucking know.
Maybe not.
You probably do, because I only got a 15.
Seems pretty good.
Yep.
Master Pai Mei is not going to be secretive about kicking anyone's ass.
So he told you too.
Oh, hey,
Wow.
what type of monastery is Weathertop, if you know it so well?
I don't believe we have time for this. Look around.
Does seem rather ill-timed.
We will discuss this later.
Calamity of these fools.
I don't get this guy. He's fucking lying to us.
So, my new friend, do you like to explore in the front of the party?
You know what
Of course.
Say, bird of
No doubt.
Fantastic.
I can do that. I'll just have a look around in front. And I take a look around in front.
As I said, there is a wilted potted plant that is in one corner, as well as a chest that is so overstuffed that it will not close up against the wall to the left as you enter into.
So there's this rug in the center of the
It's a
floor.
rug.
There is a rug.
Okay.
It's now got mud and snow all over it from dirty lizard feet.
And these are doors, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm wearing Uggs.
My passive
Crocs.
perception pick
Crocs.
up anything sticking out of that trunk? Any arms, legs, body parts, anything weird? Or does it just look like clothes from here?
It appears to be overstuffed with clothes and furs and clothing for traveling on the outside.
Okay.
Draw my rapier and use the tip of it to lift up the lid of the trunk carefully. You never know what's going on around here.
It opens up. You see the inside of it appears to be overflowing with garments and...
Poke around with my rapier, moving stuff this
Can
way.
I see your
and that
character
way.
sheet?
Am I dead?
Oh shit.
It's you. Let me
It's
know.
thicker than last
He just
time.
doesn't have. He doesn't
No.
know what the numbers are yet. He has.
There's no way. He's gonna fucking tear it in half.
Can't you see?
Oh!
Get out of here.
Okay, so
Blow up.
I like a game to be difficult, but I'm not going to kill a character because they open a box. Maybe you put your hand in the bag.
Yeah.
As you announce, what is it? A bag of
Couldn't possibly be a bag of blah blah blah.
This can't possibly be a bag of devouring,
Take a
right?
drink, though.
I don't know. Put your hand in.
I'm definitely getting a drink. Yes. Fucking character sheet,
Yeah.
so.
He thought you were. You
He
almost.
doesn't know what your numbers are.
Yeah,
Whereas you thought you were gonna really do it.
I really did.
Felix.
Then he's done his
I
job.
don't
well.
like that anxiety when the
Yeah,
DM
Felix.
asks for your character sheet.
God.
Can I see your character sheet?
My left arm hurts all of a sudden.
Felix.
I don't think you're tough enough.
I literally picked a name that means
fake
lucky.
character sheet.
Rip a phone book in
It's
half.
not going so well.
Hold on, this is my character sheet too.
I made it all the way through TUA.
So, Felix,
Yeah.
as you poke and prod in here with your rapier looking into this, you lift up a garment here, some furs. It's mostly heavy cloaks, fabrics of wool, and thick leather fur. And you lift up one final piece and you're startled. You jump up, catch your breath for a second as it catches you completely off guard, and you are looking into this. And you uncover the rotted face, maggot, worm-eaten head of a bird person, beak,
What?
swollen ooze from the eye, and you look into the emaciated, dead gaze of yourself.
What?
As you jump up and
I love
startle, you
this
turn and
place.
look over your shoulder at your comrades, and then look back. And
Yeah,
it's just-
I stumble back and
Seen
like
this movie before.
straight on my ass, just boom, like almost embarrassingly, like all that bravado and everything that he was building up is like gone, straight on his ass, and
You
he's
just
like,
shat yourself.
"What the?"
I think he shat himself. You see that? You should check.
And then I
Go
jump
ahead.
up. You go have a look.
As you look over
wrong
into
with
the
this guy?
chest, you see that all he uncovered was the boot.
I reach in really slow. And I look directly at him, and I grab the boot and lift it up and go, ah!
One wing over my face.
Do you hear that?
What?
Ah, terrifying boot! And I throw it back in and close it. Let's get going. Come on.
That was not a boot.
Clearly it's a boot.
You said it.
I walk in through the front door. Look, man, if you're scared to walk through.
Stepping into the front door of this room,
Creepy music.
I swear to you, I did not see a boot in there.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, it's quite curious. What did you see?
My own rotted, severed head.
Any candles I can light?
you move into this next room, and opening the door, you see that there is a little bit of light in here.
Oh, looks like the fire's going. Hello?
An uneasy miasma hangs heavy in the ear. Winter supplies of firewood and water line the halls. The bust of a handsome man with a unusual-looking hat sits on a table, and cobwebs in the corner. A single candle burns with a short, half-melted stalk on the table, and the fire burns down to gentle embers.
I check the dust in the house. Does it seem like anything has been disturbed or any movement or footprints have gone in and out of this area recently?
Perception... investigation.
What do I mean? That is a 19 plus 1. 20.
20. As you were looking around, you see that despite the fact that there is a fire, embers that are glowing down to almost nothing, and this candle that couldn't possibly, if it were a normal candle, have been burning for longer than 2 or 3 hours. This room itself looks like as if nobody has been in here in a while.
From an investigation check, does it smell like people in here, or does it just smell like really dusty old people houses, you know? Like when you
It's-
walk in a room that hasn't been opened in a long time.
It smells cold and musty, and it kind of smells like the uneasy scent of sickness.
Okay.
I kicked the door open. Oh,
Pentagrams everywhere.
Yeah. Are we moving on?
Yes, well, let's move in here. The story of the chest has me a little concerned.
You know, we feel too much in the room. I didn't realize you're not that far. Right? You're right there. My bad.
it's okay. I kicked the door open, like I said.
Okay. As you step into the room, you get this really uneasy feeling. You look over and you can swear that the bust of the head, the eyes followed you for just a second.
Me?
But
The deer?
all of you. No, the bust of a handsome man with an unusual
right.
hat on the table. But you look and it doesn't do anything. It's still. It's stone.
It's just the shadows dancing across stone. Anyway.
Proceed ahead. I'm going to attempt a quick ritual.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to sit down cross-legged and put a few candles around me and start casting a ritual.
Okay. Ember sits down and lights a few candles. The rest of you barge into the next room. Door opens.
Does it do the thing where it like swings back and hits me?
Do you want it to?
No.
They don't build their houses like that in the north.
Ember.
Nakma's standing next
I
to
will
Ember
watch your
as he's
six.
sitting on the floor doing his candle
Oh,
thing.
we have already a
I have not
bodyguard, I
left.
see.
The room.
I will accompany Mooney then.
Yeah, you're with me.
I'd like to do it kind of right near this doorway as soon as they walk in.
Okay. Now we'll unveil that much of the map.
All right.
My bad.
I am ready for the Matrix, like the Red Queen, to murder us. We gotta stand in the other room. It's gonna be awesome.
Now I'm like in the door.
Lasers just shoot back.
Dim light shines from a single candle and a smoldering embers. Despite the dwindling coals, this room is frigid enough to see your own breath. A bookcase against the wall houses various trinkets rather than anything literary. How long does your ritual take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Let's search the room real quick.
I'm with you. I will aid this man.
I will aid you. You search the room. I looked in the last one.
I will aid you. You will aid me.
Yeah.
I will accept your aid.
Yeah. Look over at that place really quick.
Oh,
Not there, there.
Tentative new friendships.
You are a strong ally in this new situation I find myself in.
Hey, think of it this way. We're both cousins, technically.
Mooney, you feel...
Oh God.
I don't feel anything.
You can't pull away. You gotta embrace it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No
pulling away.
For just a second, you feel what feels like fingertips down your back, and it startles you. You turn, you look.
Yeah, I do pull away. I go,
Yeah. Nothing there.
I'm searching this place. I think I got a 17.
I swing the blade around.
You tell me what you did.
I take the spear and I start swinging it around the room a little bit. Seeing if I catch anything.
Do I see Mooney act kind of weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a disadvantage if I roll an attack roll in the room?
Yes.
So that's a.
Attacking something invisible?
Nothing.
I feel like there's something in the room and I start attacking around me. Yeah, like where I felt the handshake, I jump and then I turn around and swing. I pull a spear off in one move and swing down with it where I felt it.
Hell yeah.
You just hear this like crack as it slams against the floor.
Or into a body of something invisible.
It strikes into the floor.
So, like, I'm just walking around the room, like, kind of watching Mooney out of the corner of my eye. And when he finishes his routine, I'm like, that is an interesting attack form that you have there, my friend.
Oh yeah, just warming up here.
Let me show you how the Sky Wardens of the Mighty Stones do it. And I spend the rest of, unless something happens, the 10 minutes showing him how to fight with a spear.
Are you trying to? I pull out the other spear I have for Genesis Cold, and I throw you that one.
Oh God.
Highest roll wins.
Nakma gets as close as he can without disturbing Embers to keep an eye on his friend.
All right.
Mooney.
I got a 15.
Yeah. So at one
Okay.
point, like the spears match, and we go like this, and then I throw his against the wall.
And that is how you disarm an opponent. Well done. Well done. Very well done. So proud of you. You're learning. Let me just go get your spear.
No, I got it.
Deception.
10 minutes later,
Chanting in Latin.
10 minutes later, your ritual completes.
So the all the candles extinguish at the same time, right? As they go poof, and then you see the smoke all of a sudden starts billowing up higher and forms into a shape of my starfish deity holy symbol.
Okay.
And as soon as the smoke starts to dissipate a little bit, you see the tendrils from the starfish searching 30 feet in all directions for anything magical.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Detect magic then. As these tendrils reach out and try and find something magical, they kind of wrap and twist and move over everything, but they don't settle in any one place.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like that chest was enchanted in any way, or if it were, it's no longer.
Yes. Well,
Continue searching.
What'd you do?
My lord, she can help me find things of magic.
Okay, and it just dispersed. I saw it go around the whole room. That mean the whole place is magic?
It's only within a 30 feet area.
So does it mean that whole 30 feet was magic?
No, no magic was found.
No magic.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Did you find anything in this room?
Move on.
did I?
The bookshelf with many oddities has a few things that kind of catch your attention. For some reason, you find
Double worshipping for dummies. How to build your own voodoo dolls.
you find
Varata.
on the shelf there is a petrified mouse. Petrified as in mummified, not stone. There is as well.
Like it's had its entrails and stuff all sucked out of it, like mummified?
Like petrified.
Just dried out. Doesn't seem to be cut open or anything.
Okay.
There is also a gold monocle frame without its lens.
Oh.
You find
It looks
a
fancy.
set of bone pipes
Really?
and a unusual leather satchel that looks to be some kind of scaled leather. And on the inside of the satchel are a bunch of sharp teeth.
What?
Bone flute and a skin flute.
That.
Satchel with teeth, you said.
It's a badger sack.
Well, I'm not sure what is of interest to you, but these look like some items of potential value.
What's inside the satchel?
Teeth.
Did you reach in?
I dumped them out.
Oh, so it was full of teeth.
Full of teeth of some sort of creature with sharp, jagged teeth.
Can I check to see what it is?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check.
I will too.
15.
So it's
20.
active 30 feet around.
Natural 20!
Woo! Yeah! The two of you both recognize what these teeth are. They were pulled from the jaw of a crocodile.
Croc teeth.
Likely the same
Can't you tell?
animal makes up the leather scaled bag.
Ah.
Can I keep this?
Sure, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Yes, I could totally use this later.
Everything else on the shelf just contains all sorts of unusual knickknacks, such as buttons, snail shells,
Thanks, Steve.
bits and pieces of bones, bones, stones, and shells.
Okay. Well, I suggest we move along. See if we can find the source of this sickness, perhaps.
You said a family lived here, right?
As you move further into the room, Ember, your magical detect magic picks up the candle. It glows with a faint aura of illusion. Would it be illusion? I don't remember.
Is it an ever flame? I don't know. I walk up close to it.
Yeah.
Conjuration usually.
It's illusion, you said?
It's actually just a magical item. It's not a school of magic.
Okay. This candle here, it's magic of some kind. It's
Like it's magically lit to keep going?
perhaps I've heard of candles such as this. There's ever burning such as this.
There's no
perhaps.
deviacy behind it, right?
Don't know. I don't have the ability to identify yet.
Does it burn like a regular candle?
You put your hand over the flame, you feel no heat.
Interesting.
It only sheds light.
Are there any runes or anything carved into it?
No.
I gently flap my wings near it to generate a little bit of, like, specific breeze to see if it'll blow.
A little dust in the room kicks up, but the candle continues to burn as if nothing is disrupting it.
And nothing's undisturbed here too, right?
Right.
Just like the last room.
Mm-hmm.
So, who lit all these candles?
If they were enchanted to life and stay lit, then they would just continue to be that way.
Are they clappers?
It goes off.
Oh shit.
It goes on.
Yeah. I love it.
Impressive. Perhaps
How?
you were meant to be a mage.
How on earth did you know that?
So
Maybe it's got
When-
something to do with these teeth.
when mages
Oh, no.
get really
I want a moth.
lazy,
Excuse me.
when mages get lazy, they make it so that everything around them is magical, from the brooms to the mundane objects. So that means we're probably dealing with some sort of bad magic here, then, right?
Or good.
Yeah, I guess you can't really judge a candle by its.
It's dark.
If what you say is true, we may be in danger.
It's okay. It happens to the rest of us. I slapped him on the back.
The candle does not go off.
Just one. I pull my visor down. Go through the next door.
Which door? There are 3.
Oh.
Well, I was thinking this one.
So you open the door, you reveal a small room with a stairway that leads up. To the left of the stairway, as the stairs go up, they move into a landing and then circle back around. Underneath the stairs to the left where the stairs are going up, there are just a few things, looks like blankets and bits of clothing that are hung on hooks inside of the stairwell crawl space.
Do I see any light? Is it pretty dark in there?
Very dark.
So these aren't stairs that go down on this side?
Can you see in the dark, my
No.
friend?
Hey, use that candle on the table.
That's a good idea.
No, I don't think I can. I'm gonna
No, you do not.
Yeah, not.
Hold out your sword. Lux. And it starts brightly lit up.
Cool.
Now you can see.
Order that.
I hold it into the darkness.
A door handle jiggles to the side.
Whoa,
Which side?
Here?
The one by Ember. No, the one by Mooney.
Oh God.
Yeah, so Embers must be on this side now.
I spin around.
What? No, I
that's
can
the-
do range.
Oh, you can do it at range?
Yeah.
I spin around. Defensive maneuver.
Nekma rushes through the doors behind
Honestly,
him.
In the doorway where
I
we're-
back right up to the creepy head on the wall.
So what's happening?
I've seen Evil Dead. Damn it.
Yeah,
I creep up, sword out.
no pencils.
Who is in there? Speak up.
I start dodging.
Good loop.
Actively dodging.
Would you like to come out of there? Are you trapped?
I get up beside the door.
Ember,
Sorry.
my friend, what do you know of these bird people? Are they always loud?
Are you hungry?
I place
Do
my
you
hand
want
on the
to eat us? I don't think that she wants to eat us.
door. I'm like leaned up against the side of the door. I'm just like,
All right.
okay. Does it open in or out?
Opens
In this way?
Into the room.
into the room.
Okay. Yep. I open it really quick.
And I point the sword in there.
You open the door and point the sword, casting light into the room. You see that there are wall partitions that stand and separate parts of the room.
Cool.
The pungent odor of mildew wafts out from this washroom. Privacy screens partition the room for privacy, and behind them is a large wash tub. It appears to be filled with some sort of gray, turbid water.
Oh god, I gotta use it.
We've got to.
Oh God.
Oh,
I sprung a mimic on you that way once.
Did you?
I did. It was hilarious. Not a mimic. Mooney goes over and cops a squat on a small bench. On the inside of the bench is a chamber pot. The chamber pot is empty. For now.
for now. I suppose I'll follow Mooney in.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Take a step
birdish.
sideways and begin scanning this. Damn, dude. I guess I'll kind of start creeping through here with the sword.
You tell us what he
Slowly.
had for breakfast, right?
Once I come up to the edge, like peek around, basically.
As
Lutefisk. It's
as
terrible.
Felix is coming around,
It's terrible, Lutefisk.
as Felix is coming around with the light on the sword, shining it around this way and that, trying to see what's behind the screens, you poke it around and you move the partition just enough to see beyond it. Nakma,
Yeah.
behind Ember, you see a shadow kind of start off.
damn it.
Your shadow grows up and then shrinks down real low and hides behind Ember. And you turn your eyes just in time to see.
So I was like,
You just see it kind of like shrink down into the floor, and it crawls underneath the gap of the door into the room behind you that you guys have not opened.
It's kind of like
I
claw.
point.
Like, seriously.
There's something behind that door now. I just seen it.
Something moved.
Yes, in the darkness.
Near me.
Behind you. In under the door.
All right, let's watch the door until they're done searching that room.
Felix, as you search the room, you
unholy.
peer over, you see the wash basin. The basin itself is filled with water. It is a very gray, dark, and it seems to mirror the world in its perfectly placid surface in some sort of sickly gray light.
I walk over to it, and
Occupied.
that chest kind of has me a little freaked out, so I want to check my appearance. Pull my visor up and take a look in.
The chest?
Yeah, when I seen my dead.
Oh.
Oh, he's freaked out.
You go over and you look in.
You
and
start preening.
You move to the basin. You look over. You lift your visor up and start taking a look at yourself. Everything seems to be all right, and you kind of catch the glimpse of what looks like an object might be resting in the bottom of the dirty water.
That's what we're gonna do.
How big does this thing look?
Fit in the size of your hand.
I don't know, the
The wash
It's a
basin
wash.
itself is large enough to wash a man.
4 feet tall? 4 feet, 3 feet deep?
Probably about
Half
2.5
a
feet.
I'm gonna get under it and dump
Half
it
a cake
out.
size.
You're gonna get under it?
Well, like just
can't get
hands
under it.
under it.
No, you can't
It
do
doesn't
that.
hang over. It's
It's got like a spigot.
It's
right?
like a
bucket,
It's
right?
like a bucket, but there is nothing for you to purchase
Can I
underneath.
push it over?
You can try.
I'm going to try.
Give me. What is your total strength score?
Total strength score? I'm proficient in athletics. What am I looking at? Total strength score is 12.
12. As you try to, it's a really big bucket, and you try to tip it over with, and it has a very wide base. you just can't quite get it. The water ripples every time you struggle, and like causing moments your reflection. Now I can't speak. Your reflection distorts and contorts as you try to do this, and you find yourself just. But you can't get it to tip over. It does slide, and then it bumps, and gross gray water splashes out and onto your skin as it bumps up against the wall. But it's really just cold, tepid water.
It's not acid.
You have made the water itself very murky now, and you can no longer see the object in the bottom as you've disrupted all of the sediment.
It's a wash basin, right? So
It's a wash basin.
they have to have a way to drain it.
So here,
What do they do?
There's a bucket nearby.
Yeah.
There is a bucket nearby.
All right, I'll grab the bucket and I'll start dumping the water out.
Whoa, whoa! Just hearing that nearby, I'm like, "Geez, buddy, just bite your lip and push it out."
Right.
I just like look over my shoulder without saying anything. I'm just like, back to work.
You You look over, you see a bucket on the ground next to the wash basin. Okay.
Grab it, start emptying the water out.
A hand grabs you, gains you, and pulls. Strength check.
It's 12, so you know that.
It's a strength saving throw
Yeah, you're good at those, right?
versus.
Shouldn't have been playing with Mooney's poop.
It's not my poop.
Water.
This is why we can't have nice things.
For real.
Can I make an athletics check?
To avoid the grasp.
Yeah.
I believe it's a save.
He's got feathers. He's
Yes.
a feather creature.
I fly away.
Do you say anything as this is happening to like warn me that
We'll see
something
what
bad's
happens real
happening?
quick, but yeah. I'm not gonna be quiet. We'll fall into this.
Scream.
When his head comes out of the water, you hear blah, blah, blah.
No, that wasn't the roll. That couldn't have.
That's the roll.
No.
That's the roll. From the fetid water, a hand reaches up and grabs yours, clasps on tight. You try to pull away, but as you do, you slip on the water that you splashed on the ground, hit the edge of the bucket, crack a rib, and you're pulled in. You got like one word to say before you.
I hate water!
Oh god.
I hate.
The water. The water splashes and you feel yourself submerged. You're pulled in. The world itself goes completely dark, and it lets go of you for just a second, and you try to compose yourself. You swim up, but you can't reach the surface. You're holding your breath.
Wow.
Everything is dark around you and cold, and
Mooney's
you're
taking a shit.
submerged.
Am I in the thing or am I in like the dark place? Like
You are in a place.
Place.
As much as you swim up, you can't
do I
find
see
the
the
surface.
walls of the?
But you feel the current move. And from the glowing light of your sword, you begin to catch glimpses of shadows moving this way and that. Before long, here you are, and you're holding your breath. You're thinking, you're looking, you're panicking. Where is the surface? Where do I go? Which way is up? An air bubble escapes your beak, and you see up, and you begin to swim again. And then that's when the light catches the rotted, desiccated corpse of an old woman. Her flesh washed away and bloated in the water, submerged in green. She reaches up and grabs at you and makes an attack. We'll come back to you.
Or will we?
I start wiping my hands on my pants as I come around the corner, like the lewd, the dirty dog I am.
You come around the corner just as you hear that Felix splashed loudly. Water splashes everywhere.
Felix, hey man, quit joking. Come on, I walk over the tub. Jeez. I'm not gonna fall for it. I know you're in here. I still reach in. Guys, what happened to Felix? Why do you get in the water?
We can't see. There's the privacy screens.
Well,
What's
come on
going
in over
there?
here. And I kick one of the screens over.
Falls against a dresser, slides to the ground with a terrible racket. The wood splinters, and it folds onto the ground in front of you, revealing. You see Mooney with his arm in a wash basin, It's shallow enough you feel the bottom, and you feel something. You grab it, and as you pull it out, you see a brass key in your hand.
Is it? I mean, it's within 30 feet. Is anything glowing of magic?
No.
Not even this.
And I don't
key?
think you're within 30 feet. But still, no.
He was just in here. I heard the tub splash.
Yes.
You look, and you see he is standing in a massive puddle of water.
I am?
Nowhere
Yeah.
else.
Oh, I get into it.
To gone.
No, you're in, like, there's water all over the floor from the splash.
From
All
the
right,
mist.
I kick it over.
Yeah, you don't.
Nope. Oh, that's the wrong die anyway. So
Strength
You don't
check.
kick it over.
It's
Tip
just,
it
it's
over.
just
Yeah,
a
no.
bathing basin. Why are you attacking it?
I told you, it just took that guy.
And then you reach your hand in, and he's no longer there.
Yeah,
Felix is in that.
yeah. He was
Felix.
just here.
Felix, give me a strength saving throw. No, a strength check.
15.
Felix, you manage to swim and break away, and somehow you don't know how, as this undead abomination is grabbing and clawing, rotted fingernails trying to scrape into you, you manage to somehow get an arm up out of the water, and it grabs onto the back of Mooney.
No.
You grab his tail.
I start punching.
That's Felix.
It grabbed your tail.
Is it?
like-
Oh yeah, it's good. Does it have feathered hands? I turn around to punch.
Yeah. a hand. And
Claws.
from the hand bursts out the mouth of the beak and head of Felix, completely wet, drenched everywhere, panic in his eyes as he's grasping, trying to get anything. Then you just see like a dozen hands of rotted flesh, bone exposed, fingernail like talons grabbing and grasping at him, pulling on. A couple of faces inside the wash basin just emerge of these unusual rotted faces, completely desiccated, and it's just come with us, join us.
All right, I pull him.
Can we hear the voices?
Yeah.
Yeah, the screen's gone. And yeah, so I'm holding on to him as all these hands are coming out. Can I try to pull them out?
The hands? Yeah, him. Strength check.
Yeah, I'm like, can I assist him, basically? I'm trying to pull myself out at the same
No.
time.
It is a 8.
He does not make it any further. What do you do?
I want to attack the basin. I want to bust it with my axe.
Attack the basin. You rush in with your weapon set to attack.
Oh my God.
As you're doing
I
so,
slip on the water and
your hoof slips on the water. He's
And I
reaching
miss.
for Mooney, grabbing the tail. Your tail finally breaks free as you grab his hands. Your tail whips around and whacks Nakmo right in the gut. He lurches forward. A horn crashes into the wall and
Yeah.
embeds into the wall.
Yes.
And Ember, you're over here watching this happen, and you do.
I slip in the water.
Can I see a foe? Can I see?
Well, you never
See the
run in
hand,
the
you
You
bathroom.
see hands.
Just a hand?
Multiple hands reaching out, grabbing him, trying to pull Felix back into the murky depths.
Yes. I will.
And I just heinously.
I will bring out my holy symbol, and you see it start spinning in the air, and I shoot out bolts of holy energy at the arms. Attack roll.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe it's an attack roll.
Are you attacking?
Guiding bolt.
Okay, guiding bolt.
It's a special path, Badger says.
Like the red light.
Oh, we're gonna pick it up.
Alright, whatever.
Finish roll.
I missed.
Oh, 2! The dreaded 2s.
It was a 16 before, but that's
Guiding bolt blasts out, tries to hit the bath or the hands or anything, and it crashes and bright light explodes into the wall right next to Nakmog. The blinding flash almost takes out your vision.
Yes.
And I need a strength saving throw from you. Not a strength saving throw, it's a strength check.
Can I assist him, seeing as I'm pulling?
No.
Oh, God.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Blink. There you go.
The hands. With your failure, the hands once again pull you in. Another hand grabs you by the face and over the visor of your helm, and you're back under. It pulls so hard with such force that Mooney, you are half dragged in. Your hand sinking into this bath as you're desperately trying to hold on to your new companion, who is once again submerged into this mysterious bath.
I wouldn't say companion yet.
Acquaintance.
Yeah.
Newfound feathered friend.
Okay. I am going to make a bite attack.
Hold on. It's a miss. An attack on you.
Swing and a miss.
I make a bite attack on the hand, on his mouth. It's almost like I'm almost about to French kiss him.
With his head underwater, you take a guess at where it is, and you just plunge your head face first into this bath.
Tongue out.
Total alligator attack, lizard, and make an attack roll.
Come on, John. Come on, Mooney.
4.
Oh, we're rolling great right now.
9.
You come up short. Your jaws clench shut on nothing, trying to find. However, with your face in there, in the light of the sword, you are able to see a little bit better. And this is not the same bath that you had reached your hand into. You see just this endless abyss. And the longer he's in here, you begin to see these other shapes just swimming up, hands ready, closing in on him, ready to drag him down to a watery doom.
Okay. So that's only a bonus action for me to bite people. Can I make an action to pull them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or grab him, maybe.
I'm still holding on to him.
Yes.
Nice.
I lean my head back up and I'm like, there's a whole lot of them in here. 8. So that's a 9.
We are not rolling great. That's what you did to pull me up?
Yep.
This is how I kill the next character with the bath. All right, moving on. You pull your horn free of the wood.
You try to bust it again. Try
You
to swing
attack the
at it,
bath.
The base of it.
And
11.
11. 11's a hit.
Jesus. I hope so.
To hit a bathtub? Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking tub. 8.
8.
Wait. 6. Yeah.
6
Yeah.
is enough. You, with your battle axe, you stand up. You have your footing once again in
You swing.
as it swings and crashes into the side. The wood splinters. The banding on the wood bursts. And from the water, it erupts almost as if a toilet in a backwards reflush just. And flying up out of the water is Felix up through the air, Mooney backwards, Felix on top of you as you crash to the ground.
Yeah.
The water,
Like this, like double starfished out.
Yeah.
the water itself spreads across the entire room's floor.
I am just laying there in a heap of bird wings. And bird
Get off
legs
me.
and legs.
This is what happens when there's no sun.
I hate water. What was that?
Pick him up by the back of his clothing.
See those hands?
Get him on his feet.
They were like rotten and green.
Tell us, what was that?
Those were the dead.
What did it taste like?
The water ripples.
On the ground.
So like
it's not
at
like
the bottom of the barrel, it just kind
The
of
barrel is shattered in pieces.
Oh, the water around.
The
us?
water that you're currently lying in and everywhere, it reaches across
Everyone
every
get
corner.
out of that room.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It ripples, and you see that the water seems to ripple in reverse towards a point and starts forming a mound, a bubble of water. And the water begins rising up once again and takes on this mound form, rises up, bulges, and then unfurls itself and stands up and becomes fleshy. And you look at this figure that takes on what looks like a dead humanoid woman of some sort.
I throw my spear.
okay.
And you roll to attack. And we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Quick break, quick
cool.
break.
Don't go nowhere.
Everybody
No, you won't.
pick new dice. Except you, Jesse. Actually, I don't know how you roll.
Okay, so
all
like,
over the
My
place.
attention.
I was expecting to say like all the hands.
Huzzah.
Now we're back.
Now we're back. Yay, we're back. That was a good short break.
Since we're back, I waited to roll my hit points until we were all in front of the camera.
Oh, jeez.
So I figured now's a good time since we're about to fight and possibly die.
So you get 3 8s?
3 8s?
3 8s.
So here we go.
Not bad.
Not bad. So that's a 5 with my +1. And we got a
There we go. 9.
6 with my +1.
Nice. Not bad. 15 plus your con 3 times.
Yep. So 18.
Wait. First level's max.
First level's max. That's right. So the second
no
2
con
rolls were a 5 and a 6, right?
Yes, they were.
All right. So first level max. So that's 9. 10, so 15 and +7. So 22. 22 HP.
All right.
Still squishy.
As I said, a figure has risen up,
Rogue.
taken form out of the water,
He's roguish.
and stands
handsome.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Ew!
You two start off prone.
Oh god, she's gonna get handsy.
Roll initiative.
I'm good at these.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh wait, I gotta add my plus. So
Yeah, you do. Fine. Feel like that.
I'm sorry.
You want to add another number for what I
No, that works.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Serious?
Yeah. I got it. That's like
We rolled well.
that's one of the things here.
That's
about,
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute here. I'm like, what?
I guess I'll just call it a Sky Warden. See, that's the thing about the Sky Warden subclass that is going to be on D&D Beyond eventually.
We're gonna start off
Yeah,
with
that charisma.
Add that charisma bonus to your
Yeah.
initiative.
Felix.
Felix Faustus. What am I seeing here?
You named after the villain.
Prone.
An unusual creature of rotted flesh that appears to be human has stood up and formed out of the water. The water itself has rippled back and taken form and then given a physical, fleshy form to this dead humanoid. Clothing dripping, soaking wet, ragged, rotted through. Bits and pieces of bone showing here and there where the flesh is peeled away.
Room, huh?
The skull is
Broke it.
showing through in places. The eye sockets are hollow and dark.
Okay. I will use half my movement, I guess, to get up. And how far away is it now? I mean, it looks like it's 10 feet at the most.
Yeah.
Okay. So half my movement, 7 gives me 15 left, basically. Alright. I jump forward. Hiya! Foul shade!
Jump.
I will send you back to the wash basin from whence you came.
I broke it.
And I roll a 11.
You have advantage. Creature adjacent.
I roll a
What?
12.
Creature adjacent.
13.
12. 13 is a hit.
All right.
Oh, because I'm close?
Yeah. So roll some damage. Get sneak
attack?
That
attack.
just allows you to have sneak attack, not gives you advantage.
Doesn't give you advantage to have people.
That's
on
one of the
side.
conditions for sneak attack. It's not a trigger.
No,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
You can flank.
We can't really.
Right? Am I wrong? Pretty sure.
Is he flanking by doing that?
Just because there's a person nearby
No
doesn't
flanking.
give him automatic advantage.
All right.
Okay. So I rolled a 12 then, not a 13.
12 to hit.
It hits?
Hit.
Okay. Still getting sneak attack though. So that's 5 damage for the swing, and then new character. Sneak attack, 6. So 11 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With an 11, your weapon, a rapier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the ready, this creature stands up and is taking form in its You do not hesitate. You all immediately lunge upon it, with the exception of Ember, and you strike. And strike well. As you deal 11 damage,
Yelling at
it slices into and separates from torso to upper shoulder, opening up the creature as entrails and vile, rotted, putrid bile spills forth and spills at your feet, rolling across the ground. The creature seems unfazed.
So, like 1, 2, 3 powerful like pumps of my wings, and on the third one, I move back 5 feet.
Nakma.
We'll swing away. Two-handed.
I'll do it, bud.
17.
Is a hit. With your axe in both hands, full force and fury behind it, you strike forth at the creature.
10.
10
10
damage.
points of damage.
10 points of damage as you strike into it. This time itself, your axe
What is this abomination?
cleaves through everything of this rotted, fetid corpse, and again, entrails and bile just drop to the ground, spraying a black putrid, painting the walls and your companions in
And the
bile,
window.
in the bile, and it still stands, seemingly by just the tendon and tissue of its spine.
Wow. It dangles on a spiny thread.
And Ember, the only one not covered in bile.
So is it in the corner? Does it have cover from Nakama right now? From where I am?
It does have cover from your companion.
Okay.
Giant bull friend.
I'll step in, take one to the left, and I should be clear. I'll take aim, start spinning, and Sanctus Igni, and I shoot a Scorching Ray, which is 3 bolts. This first is a miss. Wait. Second is a hit for 8 damage. That's a hit for 5 more damage.
13.
13 total, yeah.
2 of the 3 scorching bolts sear out, lighting up the room as they sear and burn and incinerate the flesh of this rotted creature, and it's like it burns away and explodes. Bits and pieces of flesh coat the walls, and it just dissolves across the ground.
Kill it with fire, then. Excellent.
Stalwart companion.
Indeed.
Could have used you at the Battle of the Ridgeback Gully.
It's glad to have you with us. Is everyone okay? Mooney, stand up.
I think I'm gonna puke.
It's your poop. It's right in the corner over there.
Yeah.
I can smell it from here.
Is this creature defeated?
Looking around.
It is
Any ripples?
nothing but rotted flesh. No form of it remains. That just drip down the walls.
I gotta get out of this. Smells
Yeah.
too bad.
Just so you all are aware, Nakmos sighted some sort of shade moving into the other room.
I did.
More foul creatures.
Opposite wall. Near the other door.
Moving in, positioning myself, ready to fight.
I follow Ember.
As soon as you're ready, let's start clearing the rest of the rooms, no?
Felix. The flesh wiggles and continues to move in an unsettling sort of way, and you see that it begins to. It's moving towards itself and slowly rebuilding itself.
Oh no!
While that's happening, I start like digging around in my pack for a torch.
Yeah. Find a torch.
I light it. Wait, he used fire.
Badger got some in his mouth.
Fuck. I'm gonna still do it. And I'm gonna try to just like light it on fire, I guess, while it's still reforming. Is it water?
It's congealed flesh.
Ickiness.
Like if you like boil a chicken and then leave it alone for 3 days and it turns into that weird jello-y fat.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I have this handled, but if any of you were interested, this creature seems to be reforming itself in here.
Wait, what?
Yes. I have it.
I reach out and grab Ember's shoulders.
Did you hear that?
Can you pacify it?
We'll see. I walk in,
Step out of the way.
chanting Thelion Morte. I'm gonna shoot some necrotic energy into it.
I'm just turning around.
Okay. Is that an attack, a save? What?
Save, yeah, wisdom.
Failed. And as you do so, describe this to me.
So my toll of the dead is basically it's a chant that they hear like 1,000 turtles chanting.
Wow.
And the vibration gets really really loud, and then yeah.
And it splatters itself
Wow,
out against the
turtles.
walls again as if stomped on by some
chanting?
giant unseen boot.
But still moving, huh?
And
turtles.
now the jelly begins to give a weird vapor as it, from what you can tell, it looks like it's evaporating.
Interesting.
Don't breathe that in.
Hold on. Your
still
love,
got the
it
thing
does
on my
so
face.
good to me. No, nothing working?
Your love.
It begins coalescing into a form, and you see, as it does this, it forms the spectral, grim skull of a creature that looks on at you with malicious intent, and begins forming a spirit.
I throw the spear into it.
As it's not fully formed yet, your spear passes through, and it
Right
forms.
through the open mouth. Just
Yeah.
like,
Through the mist, and it continues to form up. It looks.
I like thrust the torch in its face. I'm like, state your business, foul specter.
Why don't we just close the door?
The creature itself begins morphing a little bit. It disrupts at the torch, but seems to be unaffected by it.
I grab the chamber pot and try to shove it over the top of it.
Yeah, passes through.
My shit hits the ground.
Since you are a lizard folk, that would be. Lizards have unusual anatomy.
What was in the bottom of that bath?
This? I pull up a bronze key.
Tell it to go to the light.
Ember.
Here, Amber, you take it.
I hold the key. Foul creature, can you speak?
Hands begin to form as it looks like it's taking more shape.
Oh my god.
It stays in its spot, but it becomes more and more tangible, and then you see it just reaching out as if
Oh
it's
my
eager
God.
to take your life.
I start slapping it with my stick.
I am like
So
back
we're all in the room now.
out of here a little bit. I'm like getting ready to like leave if I have to. We're about to run out of time.
Like Shaun of the
Is
Dead.
there-
just slap.
Is there anything around here that looks like it would take a key? I looked through this
Perception
room
search.
earlier.
No,
No?
nothing in here.
Hey, I have an idea. Everyone leave the room.
Where'd I get out?
We all leave the room.
All right, we'll shut the door.
I shut the door and I start putting symbols on the door, trying to ritually close it.
Okay.
With the symbols of my god.
Can it be locked?
Religion check? Is it a religion check?
You made me roll it last time.
Why not? Yeah,
Ritual-
religion check.
I mean, he's done it.
That's not
once.
pretty good.
Like fifth grade.
Oh yeah, then that's plenty. I mean, for
So
you.
yeah, I'm drawing starship flying.
Got a Millennium Falcon over here. There's a Death Star. The Enterprise.
Fire the lasers.
I like look up at one. I'm like, that's no moon.
Starfish, damn it.
That's no moon right there.
Don't forget the argon.
And then I will continue to watch the door. If you want to look for something to put this key into.
Can I use it on this door to lock it? This thing's a ghost. I mean, are we
I kick the
stupid?
next door down
No,
to
it's
try
gonna
to
go
see if
right-
it's in
It's got a
here.
threshold. That's the
You
idea.
kick that door down.
Oh god.
Before he kicks the door down,
Oh god.
anybody does anything in this room other than what just happened, Nakmar is going over to that
Hey, a piece of jerky.
candle. I'm picking up the candle and I'm taking it over, and I'm standing behind Ember as he's doing his ritual on the door.
Yeah.
I have that weird candle.
I'm gonna move near you guys on this side of the room.
You bust the door open.
Torch in one
shit,
hand,
he's over here
silver
kicking
rapier in the
doors
other.
down.
The stench of
And
rancid.
then he can kick the door down.
The stench of rancid food and pungent earthy odor of mold assaults your nostrils. There are flies and carrion beetles that swarm the table and across one of the windows.
Wow.
Do you see any keyholes?
What do you got? What's your total?
13.
13. As you search the room for anything that looks like a keyhole, you see that for the most part, this is someone's kitchen/eating area. But looking for things with a keyhole, you come across something that kind of feels unsettling. The window itself, you see, is covered in bloody streaks now that you get closer to it. They're old and dry, not so much as if somebody had grabbed on it and fell, but more you see that the wood itself has scratch marks, and that the blood on the wall and the window are remains of somebody trying desperately to claw their way out through bloody fingertips. Clawing to the point where they had worn their fingertips down to the bone.
Well, this ain't it. I keep going upstairs.
He just walks right past me after kicking the door.
Is that room clear
I'm just
then?
standing there holding the
It's
candle.
full of flies and bugs and scratch marks on the walls.
Nothing, nowhere for a shade or a skeleton to hide.
Oh, there's plenty.
Oh, good. All right, then bye.
You want me to kick another door open? Let me make this room even less
Stop
secure.
kicking doors in.
Well, we'll follow you. Let's go.
We're just gonna leave that thing in the room.
Yes, I am quite certain that my symbols will keep it.
The
At
wood
bay.
on the door. The wood on the door itself.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
The door.
Tally ho, people.
The door bends a little bit,
I heard something
and
about salt.
an eerie green light kind of shines through the seams, the reveal of the door. And as it does so, the door becomes less wood of a material to something more soft and elastic, as you see fingerprints and hands run up across it and stretch the door as if trying to push its way through. And
Is it working? Is that the way?
I will tell you in a moment.
Oh no! You guys, what are we gonna do?
you guys, we're gonna move that way a little bit.
I'll move my books. You gotta get some radiant damage on this thing, Ember.
Oh yeah, like Sacred Flame.
I'm thinking some radiant damage.
Smart to take.
Yeah. You don't have any radiant damage?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Was that second level spell? Okay. Oh boy. Gotta move the jerky.
You see that?
That's piece shot.
Wood does not simply say no to jerky.
Love that you like move it extra far away, but it's really not.
Closer to
It's
me.
not gonna do anything.
What do they call the sugar like that? The Khajiit eat? Moon spice or something like that?
Oh yeah, moon sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rush up the stairs.
have this space.
As you rush up the stairs to the next level, there is another set of stairs that lead up to yet another level above,
There's more stairs.
as well as a door.
There's a door up here too.
We should stay together. Don't go too far
Back here,
now.
Mooney.
I come back down the stairs.
No,
We need to get going. We
Yeah,
should
we
look
should
for.
follow him. Let's
I'm
go.
starting to get genuinely
door breaks.
concerned about
Oh
this door.
Lord! Oh God!
As the door shatters and bursts open, a fully formed specter lurches out and reaches towards the closest person it can. Oh look.
Watch me.
Oh my goodness.
And we maintain same initiative. Whose turn was it last?
Top of the order.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I shot.
No.
That I shot and killed it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And then we acted out of order, but
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
yeah, all right. That's not bad.
Really? I got the same result. Just move yourselves.
Didn't have as good. I got 14.
Doesn't matter. I got the same result.
Magma?
16.
Mooney?
Oh.
What's that mean?
I got a 2 plus 3.
2 plus 3.
Still ahead of me.
There you go.
I got a 5.
Love it.
Ember, you're first.
Aye.
Hi.
She lets out a war cry.
Guiding bolts.
I got a 5.
I mean, I raise up my holy symbol and fire a bolt. Jiminy Christmas.
Well, I'm thinking of
11?
my stats, like right off the top of my head. Too.
11.
No.
I don't think this time.
Got that inspiration. Too late to use it though. It's not how it works. We don't know.
Hey, don't I still have an inspiration die?
Yeah, go for
We
it.
haven't used those 12s,
I got the
actually. Either
D8.
one of us haven't used the 12s. But that's okay.
11 is a miss.
Okay.
Jesse's still got.
There it
But
is.
he uses up his other dice too.
Who's next?
Nakma.
The sing.
Dang.
Oh,
That's
natural
hit.
20
Take
again.
a 20. Another 20.
Hopefully it'll stick this time.
Yes.
Hit it with the flat
It's
side.
a 9.
Shot.
9 plus 4.
And are we max damage on the second die? Are we rolling it? What are we
I
doing?
think we decided not to do that anymore. What are we doing on crits now?
You roll a 20.
Additional die?
Max
Rolling
damage?
additional die. We're not doing max like we did last campaign.
I don't remember. We just do it the way we do it for now, and we'll figure it out later.
Okay.
So that's 19 plus bonuses.
Should be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
24.
23.
23.
23.
23 total. What type of damage?
Silver.
Silver slashing.
Oh,
You
all
want to know
that.
something funny about
All
specters?
kinds of silver. What?
Silver slashing.
Silver doesn't matter.
Yeah, right.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's great, Lando. Thank you. That's awesome.
I'm sorry, you said 23, so.
Yeah, silver slashing.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Right,
have
slashing.
that.
Got it.
Damn thing.
Just half that.
It's 6.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
That was a good shot. Very good shot on that crit.
What's it look like?
I just see this thing come out. Nakma sees this thing come out of the door, and he's just like, "What the hell? I thought we got rid of this tub of water," and just runs at it and swings.
This time,
Seeing that what he did last time seemed to work, so he just did the same thing.
this time instead of slicing through a fleshy corpse,
With the
you
undercut.
slice through a spectral figure, and you feel little to no resistance as your silvered weapon pierces right through it and into the wooden wall on the other side of it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Felix.
Oh boy. Let's see, where is this thing? It's right there by me. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in.
Little-
But it's probably a miss. That's an 11. It's an 11 hit.
Yeah, is a miss.
Alright, so I missed. And I will get out of here. Take a little dive over the couch.
Attack of opportunity?
Doesn't have to.
No, because of your
Fancy footwork.
fancy footwork.
Very nice.
Fancy footwork in your wings beat you into the air just a little bit, and you lift off and over the couch away from the specter as it reaches for you but comes up short. And so that brings us
dodge.
Mad Mooney.
He can fly.
Yeah. I run in
I look at Embers. He can fly.
and I say, "There's a hole upstairs." Oh shit! And I run it. I rush it with the spear. Oh. Nope, I miss again.
Your spear pierces right through as the specter like seemingly just separates itself. Where the axe had cut it in twain before, it now is just like a spectral bottom and a top, and your spear does nothing.
Yeah, I let go of the spear as I go through, and it misses, and I try to front flip over him.
And that doesn't work either.
What?
Are you gonna try and front flip? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
Yeah, so like I rushed in,
physically touch and
this,
roll
and
over.
then jump over him.
Acrobatics check.
Come on.
Oh, what is the total?
24.
All right, yeah.
26.
So spear passes through, doesn't hit. You use the momentum to hit the ground with the tip of the spear and pole vault over and do a flip over the creature and land on the other side.
All right. As I land on the other side, I immediately turn around and try to bite him. With advantage.
With advantage. Flanking.
With the bite.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I hit. And I do d6 of damage, which is a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
With my non-magical teeth. Anyway, I swallow it, and I say to everybody, "This is how you defeat it." And I take a bite into it, and I'm just like, you have to get rid of it.
There's just
It's the only way.
spectral ectoplasm drips down his jaws, resembling the same black bile that had sprayed the entire room.
What's it taste like?
The most horrible,
Ass.
rotten. It's a 2-week-old corpse.
Yeah, that doesn't stop me. I'm
Yeah.
literally.
It probably wouldn't stop you.
It's probably perfectly fermented.
It's like Komodo
tenderized.
dragons. It just makes my bacteria in my mouth stronger.
The creature itself, the specter, turns, focused on Mad Mooney, and it makes an attack on you. And it misses horribly. As it reaches forward, it just lunges itself more into your jaws, trying to grab you.
Yeah, get into my belly.
Get right.
It does no damage to you. It's just. But it was unprepared for your agile footwork. Ember.
Fancy footwork.
Let's try this again now. Come on, lady. Let's do this. Oh, yeah,
That's
good
better.
shot.
Yeah.
That is 17 radiant damage.
Big
What
one.
does this look like?
Same thing. Just bring up the holy symbol. It spins as it floats, and the eye opens up, and a laser beam just shoots out.
And it looks like it's coming right at me.
No, it does the dark side turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
It glances off the silver tipped horn and
Bright light.
I'd like to think that it hits his silver tipped horn and then like its pink dark side of the moon on the other side, just like a
Yes.
rainbow against the wall.
Yeah, that's great. That's what I like. I like that interpretation.
And the creature dissolves and falls back to the ground as a pile of spectral dust.
Dust this time. No more goo.
Stay dead.
Oh, jeez.
And begins to reshape itself.
Oh.
Can you consecrate any ground or something like that, and then we can just like throw it into it?
No, I can't.
Is there anything blessed in this room?
Can
that
we
can
scoop
throw
it up into anything and throw it in the fire?
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah,
Go grab some buckets.
yeah. The bucket that's right here that was used to like take out the pot.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
try and scoop it up
And
and
there's
throw
also
it in the
a
fire.
chamber pot in here too. I'll scoop both of them up as much as I can.
I will take the candle and try to light it. The dust.
You try to light the dust with it's actually creative thinking, with an ever-burning candle, but it doesn't set anything on fire. As you rush over to grab a bucket, you run back in, and with the bucket and chamber pot, you try to scoop them up together, but every time you do, you see that this spectral ectoplasm dust passes through the objects that you have and begins to reform it. The form, the pile now on the ground, once again begins to try to retake the shape of the face of a skull. It now has a
We
grim
need to move
mask on
fast.
it.
Let's run upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll check the upstairs next, and if not, then we have to come back down to this kitchen again because I didn't totally check it well.
All right. Well, we have a key. That's a clue. Let's go find somewhere where it goes.
All right.
Run upstairs. Open this door.
You rush upstairs and open up the door, moving into the next room.
We sprint. I start like throwing stuff on the ground as we get into the next room.
Just shuffle it out. All of us, we run in like crazy people.
Sprinting into the next room,
leave
up
that
to the
there.
stairs.
Throw the couches upside down.
Searching for something.
Yeah.
What's getting?
In this room,
Lock the door behind us.
in this room, you see that there are dim embers that burn low. You entering into the room, you smell the scent of pipe smoke. It hangs heavy in the still air.
I begin searching it immediately. Corner to
Perception
corner.
search.
Is it
Yeah.
the same herb I smelled earlier?
No.
It's not great. I'm gonna need somebody to help me out. I can't seem to find anything in here. This pipe smoke is making me woozy, and I sit down.
Yes, Magma, can you look? I'll help you.
Yes. That's a 13, 14.
Wow.
14.
Nakma, what do your Minotaur eyes see?
Nakmo, you're going around perusing the room, trying to find what you can, anything that might look like a clue. You see that there are 3 doors leading to different directions, and one of them, the door on the far end, furthest away and opposite of the stairs, has a keyhole.
Okay. Nothing else.
The candle itself appears to probably be a similar type of candle as the one that you already have in hand.
I'll set it down right there.
As you walk past the fireplace, the trophy on the wall makes a sound, and you see that the eyes do follow you of a deer, a trophy hunt or a hunting trophy.
Throw an arrow into its face.
It dies and hangs down. Its tongue hangs out of its mouth.
Should have been fountains of blood.
Not even going to give you.
Yeah, fountains and fountains of blood.
Fountains and fountains of blood begin pouring out of it as it begins to just die, and it never stops bleeding.
It might eat you.
I'm running to the door and trying to put this key into the door.
I jump over the furniture like the coolest kid ever.
Jumping over the furniture and rushing to the backside where the keyhole is, you place the key into the door. It jiggles a little bit, and it turns, and you hear a latch click.
I open the door.
You open the door.
At the ready.
The doors swing open wide, revealing the next room.
I was
Oh my God!
expecting you to just.
There's an altar.
Heads.
A ghastly altar of a fetid, bloated body. Its arms raised and its hands empty, as if it should be holding something. It appears to be some sort of dark god.
Oh shit! Religion check.
Oh shit!
15.
Religion check.
Ah, shit. Religion check.
That's nothing.
16?
16 total?
Yeah.
That's not it.
Hey, he's got a plus
'Cause it was
3
cock
to his
die.
intelligence.
Yeah, you recognize this as a god of the southern lands, not popular among the turtles, but it is actually a demon-type god of disease.
Oh.
Its name is, well, roll for initiative.
Okay.
Roll for initiative. Man, that's a weird name.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Okay.
21.
Natural 20!
Okay, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry. They just put me here at the very top here.
Put me on a 17, will you?
Possible.
Rising up from the ground, from the floor below, comes the figure straight up from below.
Oh, crap.
Of the specter.
Damn. Spectre.
Once again attacking. At least it's not bees.
At least it's not a ghost.
Did any of the
Could've been bees.
specter leave me after I ate it?
Maybe. Not the taste in your mouth.
Pouches of mimic.
A green gas is escaping me. I'm sorry.
All right, the monster got a little bit higher this time.
Oh. Gee.
All right. Woohoo!
Where's you, Mooney?
I beat Mad Mooney. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's
Oh, no, wait, you got like 20 something, didn't you?
Yep, 23.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You got a 20.
I'm
I got a
last
20.
again.
I got 21.
Mad Mooney, you're first.
I will run up and bite him again. I want to see if I can devour his whole body now. Nope.
You rush over and try to snap at his whole body, but this time as you snap through, she moves apart once again. And your jaws close shut on emptiness.
All right, I will make
more.
a Fury Blow and use one of my key points. That's one attack, which is a 12, 15, and the second one missed.
15's a hit.
That is 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo. And then I disengage and walk backwards. Well, not really disengage. I use my drunken ability to stumble out of the way.
Staggering backwards and falling, but maintaining your composure and staying on your feet. You move away.
Back to where you were.
Wherever you are, I guess.
Yep. I'm blue.
Nakma.
Can I get through the door? Or is Ember's in the way?
You can move past me.
You can move through him.
Okay.
Sorry.
As I move through, I will look at these. Do any of them recognize this? Do they look similar to the specter we're having issues with?
Perception search.
Is this like super
Perception check.
Like, did you see this on the ship, Nakma?
Where is it? 9.
None of them look like the Spectre.
Okay.
Anything else?
What are they again?
The two statues on the sides appear to be human of some sort, but the one in the middle is a bloated, fetid body of something that looks humanoid, but swollen and corpulent from disease. And its hands are
to destroy it.
and its arms are up. And you want to destroy it with your axe?
No, I don't.
Its arms are
I need to put something in its hand.
up and empty, as if it should be holding something.
Look around.
Yes, I'm looking around. Does anything look like it? I'll pick up one of this. Can I pick these up? Are they like?
You can pick them up,
I'll put one in.
but they're too big.
Okay, they're too big.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
then
a
I won't
bloated
pick
It
it.
looks like it's supposed to hold something about the size of your, not
Big
your
zombie
fist.
Buddha.
Yeah.
It looks like something that's supposed to hold something the size of a human fist. These
Golden
statues
statue.
are much
It's not
larger.
Buddha.
Jeez.
From what I've seen so far in this house, is there anything that comes to mind that downstairs that looks like it may go in here? Like that odd thing that we thought was looking at us when we first walked in the door.
You mean the bust?
Yeah, the bus.
Yeah.
That does not. The bust was too big. Also,
Okay.
definitely not the bust.
Only one
not
I didn't
the
go in
bus.
was that one.
You recognize that this. I didn't tell you, did I? You recognize this as the demon god Nergali.
Nergali. You didn't get it.
Ner-
Papa
Nergali. Nergali. What was it? It's spelled weird.
G-O-L-I at the end?
It is Nirgali. Nergali.
It's got that Tim Curry voice. Talk so loud.
Okay. Do I know anything about this demon?
It is a demon of disease and
That's right.
corpulence. The more diseases you have, the more blessed that you are by Nergali.
Oh, good.
So it is like Tim Curry's toxic love monster.
Yeah.
And Nakma, I think that's
I'm
it for
good.
you.
Yeah. I don't know what else to do.
Felix.
Dumbfounded. The moment.
Felix the bird, the wonderful one of the bird.
You missed something.
19? Does a
Something in
19
here we
hit?
missed.
Yeah.
19 hits.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 4, 14 damage.
How much damage?
14, sir?
14.
14. And that's a door, no doubt, right?
Yes, Bane.
All right. I fly through, past, whatever you want to fucking say, go around the dude, and I bust open this door. Look around.
Crew smash.
Busting open the door, it reveals another room.
I'm not bad.
Another room.
Damn it,
There it is.
Damn it.
That's what we need.
We're done with this for now.
Streets all
Yeah.
around with frilly brother.
You break open the door to the next room, and as you look through, you see that the air here is frigid and heavy with a sickening miasma. There is a single partition that runs the length of the room, segregating boys' and girls' toys and clothing. You see that there are.
Oh, that was an action figure. Like a giant.
You see 3 bodies.
Oh.
Two of the bodies. All 3 bodies lay motionless, 2 of which lie under sheets and blanketing upon the beds. A third one, of an adult, leans over and rests on the top of one of the bodies to the side, kneeling over a child's bed, withered by time.
My grandparents never played fair.
Oh, wow.
do I see
That's
anything
sad.
in this? Just with like a quick look around, do I see anything in this room that seems like it would
There is a lot of stuff in this room.
Alright.
Children's toys and...
It's probably the end of my turn.
You only opened the door.
You just walked down and looked around.
Yeah.
Then that's
Why
why I
attack
told
that dude?
and that's why I told you with your passive perception. You attacked? Oh, you did attack. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Ember.
Was it a female or male adult body in there?
He did not say, and you did not see.
Can't see.
You can almost see. You can see, but it's obscured by his form in the doorway.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
Oh,
But his
I got light on my sword.
Yeah.
sword is still lit up.
that's right.
Free action. Anything interesting in there?
Dead bodies,
Not moving.
not moving.
Good. I moved to this door. I open it.
Morning.
He's like, good.
Like, here's the ghost, and you guys are like, meh. Let's explore.
I'm like fighting it. I'm like, guys!
It keeps coming back.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
We'll deal with you later.
Opening the
book.
door to the next room, you open a door to what appears to be a master bedroom. There is an unkempt bed that takes up the majority of this space. Beside the bed is an old oaken dresser.
I rush in and search the room.
Rushing in, you begin searching the room. Give me a perception search.
Come on. Lazy will be with you. God damn it. Inspiration.
6.
You do not find anything. You stumble this way and that, but you find yourself checking the same places over and over in a panic, and you know you did a poor job looking through stuff. Just, you took a drawer, you dumped it out,
Yeah.
and
Sure. All right. That's my turn.
the monster moves. Well, once again, it moves to Felix.
Okay. Fix it.
Why?
Did you crit?
9 to hit. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Not 9.
Not a niner.
This is supposed to be like high stakes, and you guys are just like exploring with a monster. But I keep missing, so it's just like it's like an episode of Scooby Doo, but the monster's like on the team. It's like, come on, gang!
the motivation.
He's like running from room to room.
Like
Yeah.
Zoink's haunted hangman. What do you say we go check that out over there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go check it out. Worst episode of Scooby Doo ever.
I love it when they invited fucking Neil or not. That's fun. Something Armstrong.
Buzz Armstrong, the astronaut.
No. The jazz guy.
Anyways,
Alder? No.
He's
Buzz.
No.
The jazz man.
It's Armstrong. His last name is Armstrong.
Neil.
Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong.
Louis.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong. Right. Anyway, he's just like, yeah, let's get it.
It's Buzz Aldrin.
Whose turn is it?
Mad Mooney.
Mooney, it's your turn.
Mad Mooney's over here breaking down into scat. He can't take the pressure.
It's a disease. It's catching to me. And the only cure is more scat.
That's like the first symptom.
Boo.
You start scatting.
Natural one.
What are you doing?
Failing, whatever it is.
He's really bad at it.
Were you like rolling a performance check to scat?
You're ruining my horror episode.
Serious. High stakes here.
No, he rolled. He got a 1. That's
What
your
is
turn.
he doing? He didn't say
Yeah,
what
I
he was
don't know what
doing.
you're
Yeah, I told you. I rolled a scat.
Free action to scat?
Yeah.
Nakma.
Bad.
Horrible scatter.
Okay, so I will
Warm
attack.
up roll.
Yeah, warm up roll.
I will attack.
Get a
now.
warm-up roll. No, Nakma.
Yes.
I still have 3 attacks.
Okay, fine. That counts as one of them.
All right. So I hit him with no
Come on,
spear,
Matt Mooney.
The scat attack.
and I will
Scat man.
Have advantage,
He's
sir.
scatterbrained.
Oh, I
You went to attack him.
That's not flanking.
Did you move away from him?
do. Okay, now it is.
Scat man do.
You walked right up to attack him.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but he wasn't flanking. Now he is flanking.
No, he's flanking.
Trying to help.
All right. Well, anyway. Natural 20.
Go on.
That is 2 plus 4
The Kraken.
plus 3.
It's not that bad.
Plus 3.
Do the math.
2 plus 4 plus
9.
9.
Got it.
It's a lot easier for you to
Yeah. 0.
5.
Yeah, exactly. Doing the
5.
math.
Keep going.
That's it.
Oh, that's your
Run
3
away over to here.
run away.
Opportunity attack.
I made an attack on him already, so I can run away.
Fine. You drunken shuffle.
God. I will never get used to this.
The calamity.
Every time I turn my back.
Nakma. You're in here searching the room.
I'm gonna grab that statue and take it out of the house.
You mean the dead body?
That's a statue,
It's a
isn't it?
statue.
Yeah, it's a statue.
Oh, it's a statue.
I thought you said it was a dead body too.
No.
It's a statue of a bloated, fetid corpse.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take it out of the house.
And Constitution save.
Oh, God.
Whoa,
Goodbye, Nakma.
Bullshit.
He's a 4.
Oh,
It's totally cocked.
It's
So
Is it
cocked.
cocked or
that's not.
No, it's not cocked.
That is a
No.
4.
9?
No. You have all the diseases.
As you grab it, as you touch it, you immediately drop to your knees as you feel the strength leave your body, and you feel a rash creep up over your skin and blood drips from your nose.
No.
You find yourself coughing and wheezing suddenly and unable to lift the statuette,
Oh.
and you have exhaustion 1.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay.
How did this end up beside me again?
Not even about the disease.
Gosh, the compassion.
How did that happen? Nagma, that will make it the end of your turn.
So, explain how exhaustion
Exhaustion.
at disadvantage.
Level 1.
Level 1 exhaustion. As of right now, disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay. Okay. What's 2?
Your speed is in half. You.
Painful grunt
Felix.
Definitely
Felix.
not a cat.
comes from the room.
Yeah.
Felix.
Heard on deaf ears.
14.
14 is a hit.
Alright, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Damage from the rapier of silver.
Your rapier slashes and pierces, cutting into the spectral form, and once again it's and drops down into a pile of ash.
Well done.
I ran upstairs and checked the other room.
There's more upstairs?
Yeah, there
Wow.
is another upstairs.
Good gracious.
I scoop up some of this specter,
Can't. This goes right through.
kind of pick it up in my hands.
It passes through your hands. Man, you know, I hate to say it, but this is actually a good time for a cliffhanger to call it until Wednesday. I mean, started a little late, but I think it's time we find out what happens. You know, remember where you are. You're running upstairs. We have the initiative right there.
I got a picture.
Well, we're gonna roll a new initiative, anyways. That was the end of that, and it was the beginning of the timer.
You guys hear all those eagle noises in here?
No, that's me. I'm sorry, I get nervous.
It's just it's like asthma.
Oh my God! You remind me of my friend Small Turtles, bro. So, a little off topic, but Small Turtles, bro. He shared a video to me years and years ago of what he thought was the greatest thing ever, and it was 2 turtles having sex, and they
my
make
God.
that noise.
They do. You're right.
No,
They
not
make
that
me
noise.
They make some weird ass.
Yeah, yeah, they make that noise. It's unsettling.
I've seen it
Yeah.
at the zoo.
I'm just picturing Mitch McConnell.
Really?
Oh no.
Kind of want to have sex in the next couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Try not to do that.
Next couple weeks.
That's how long it'll last if I picture it.
Yeah, right?
Hey, look, one Mitch McConnell saved his whole species.
That's probably not untrue.
Lost it.
Damn
A
it.
Galapagos turtle.
That's our game for tonight, and we will continue on next week to find out what happens with the.
You saw live turtle porn at the zoo.
I did. My kids were there too. It was awkward.
I pointed out to my kids.
Oh yeah. Tortoises too. They're 100 years old.
Yeah.
Grandparents
Thing of
getting it
beauty
on.
when they mate, man.
Getting it on. I think it was 2 females anyway. They're tortoises. Who knows?
I'd hate to be a duck.
Cool.
That's pretty vicious.
Let's not go into that.
Yeah,
Anyway, goodbye, everybody. It was good seeing you, and thank you for your donations.
You're all amazing and we love you.
Badger Sex says hashtag at Marthy and turtle porn.
Oh,
Yes.
well, this was a clean show.
No.
Kid, watch nature do its thing.
Goodbye, everyone.
Have a good night.
Good night.